Hello?
Hello?
Hello, hello.
Okay, I hear you.
Saya,
We're
say
good.
something.
Yeah, can you hear me all right?
Yep.
All
I heard it
right,
from
cool.
Alaura's thing.
No! I'm sorry. It's part of what I do, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Yay. Oh,
All right. Yeah, I see us. Yay.
Perfect.
okay, I reposted your tweet. Are you happy?
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our 1 millionth episode of Housing Talk. Today, I am joined by my lovely co-host Alaura and the wonderful Saya.
Woo!
How's it going, Saya?
Hey, how are you doing?
Pretty good. So, tell us a bit about yourself and how you started in housing, Saya. Like, what year did you start playing the game?
Oh, gosh. Well, I've played since 1.0 off and on, but I didn't really get into housing until like a couple of years ago, and it's totally Laura's fault. She contaminated me, and
I did not
You other-
contaminate anybody. You can't prove that.
yeah, well, I mean, I switched over from Final Fantasy 11 when 1.0 came out with a few friends from a link shell over there, and we eventually got a house when they released housing. They didn't have it out at first because 1.0 was terrible.
Oh,
We
yeah.
actually all quit 1.0 and came back after AR launched. It's been
so is
bad.
this your original character then, this Saya? Like, you have the legacy tattoo and
Yeah, I've
everything?
got the tattoo
Oh,
and
wow.
everything.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm special.
You
You're
are.
not the only special one, Alaura.
Well, I don't have a tattoo, so I'm not that special, but
Exactly.
Myth does.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so I didn't get into housing until coming back. Oh gosh, like I think before Shadowbringers launched or
Oh,
something like
okay.
that, and then I realized you could float furnishings, and that changed everything. Because it was all right before. I've always liked housing kind of games. Like I dive into The Sims every year or two and just build a bunch of crap and never feed my Sims, never take it off pause or anything because I
Oh,
don't
wow.
care about that part. But
Yeah.
but yeah, once I figured out how to float things, it was like game on, and I just love it.
Oh,
I've loved it ever
nice.
since.
That's awesome. So you were always kind of like the creative type then? Like a lot of the designers here, they always had like something going on if it wasn't 14.
Yeah, I usually have a few different projects going on, whether it's writing, or lately I've been designing my back garden because it was an unholy mess, and so I've been having some fun designing like little reading nooks out in the garden and everything, which
Aw.
is
Aw.
mostly why I haven't been playing that much lately because, well, it's been spring and there's stuff to do and it can't wait. So I haven't done much housing, but it's getting on into summer, so there'll be more of that when it's too stinking hot to be outside.
Well, you're doing housing, but outside housing.
So
Outside
real housing.
Real life.
Yes.
Yeah,
IRL
real life
housing.
housing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So like, you and Alaura have known each other for quite a while, probably way before you and I even met. Because I think when I first discovered you was when Noah took us to the MGN studio tour a few years ago, and I saw one of your names or your name on a couple of the rooms that you had over there.
Yeah.
And I was like fell in love with your work already since then. I always thought, oh my god, Sai is amazing. Where can I find her on social media? And then you said, oh no, you don't have social media. And I was like, oh no, I guess I can't see your stuff. But I'm so glad you gave us your card so that we could show it off to everyone and just to see what you're all about and how long you've been in the housing game.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's been a lot of fun to get to know like the people around Noah. I mean, yeah, when I started, I just was looking at YouTube videos, and then I eventually found on this data center, I found like a little, what do they call those things, Laura? Like a fellowship or something? I think Hollow had
fellowships,
the
one.
link
yeah.
shell.
Yeah. Yeah, so, but I found one related to housing that had links to a Discord, and then I just was like, okay, I'll, try it. Hopefully they won't be mean and, think I'm just some weirdo. And then I started to get to know Alaura that way, and Arlen and Hollow, and they were really sweet, and they came to a couple of my first apartment builds that were kind of crappy,
Oh,
but
man.
I was having fun and learning, and yeah.
How do you even know those
it-
names? That must have been like, are they still
Yeah.
designers to this day, or?
Hollow's like playing WoW and has taken a long break, so I don't know
Yeah.
that she's coming back.
Right.
But yeah, like it's been quiet in that Discord for some time.
It has.
Yeah, and I'm not on Aether much anymore, so I like don't feel
Right.
like I should be saying anything because like I'm in Materia. You guys.
Oh,
Well, I guess
well,
I could visit actually because anybody
Yeah.
could visit Materia.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh man, so that's how I could not remember how I met you. I was like, I don't know. It's been years, but I can't remember.
Yeah. Yep. Nope. That was how, just some random Discord that Hollow set up, and
Yeah.
started talking to people, and yeah, that was back when housing, when it was you had to go and click the placard like a million
Yes.
times with a bunch of people standing around you. So, like, I saved up, and I'm trying to get a house, but I mostly just did apartment builds for like almost the first year. I think I was in housing because I just couldn't get a house. And then I got one in one of the very last rounds before they put in the current system.
How long
and
did
then
it take?
Oh gosh. Well, that particular one, I think I was there like maybe 3 or 4 hours. And my hand was falling off, and
Wait,
we were all
that was
joking around. Yeah, but I got lucky that day. I got a really nice
Oh, wow.
small plot in lavender beds. It was so lucky. I was so
Oh
happy.
my
and-
gosh. I
Yeah.
like when I came back to the game, I had like, of course I lost everything, so I had like get a new house. It took
yeah.
13 hours.
Oh my god.
Oh,
And
man.
I was so hungry and scared to go to Dunkin' to grab some food, but I did it, and then I came back and I was like, oh, thank God it hasn't gone yet, and this is like, I was just like, man, I want to give up, but I can't, but I did win it, so I was like, oh.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it. Worth
pain
it.
though, yeah, that was painful.
Yeah, a lot of pain. Yeah, it was really hard. I would keep an eye on things, but then, I had to work, and I had
Yeah.
to sleep at some point, and I thought I was never going to get one, and then I got one, and then I got spectacularly lucky when they opened up more wards, and I got this
Yes.
place. I moved here, and I was like,
Awesome.
oh
Nice.
god, I was so happy to get a
Yeah.
large, because I just love the double height in the center. I wish the whole first
Yeah.
floor was that way, because it's just not enough space.
Right,
it,
yeah. And that staircase right where it's at is just like very inconvenient.
Yes, like, Yoshi P, please can we take out the staircases entirely, like with the columns? Like, if you're not going to even use another floor, just take them out, or like add a pit. We'll get ourselves back up. Just like add a straight down pit right through the house.
Wait, it took Kate like 3 weeks, many hours, almost daily. Wait, on the same plot though, or you're just like you're trying for different plots?
Oh yeah, and having the busy symbol up, right, Kate? So no one can
Yeah,
like
probably
target
lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was not going to let anybody else take that freaking house, man.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, that was an interesting time. Like, you want to murder everyone else who's there, but also, you're just trying to entertain yourself and talking to people and then
It
clicking.
must have been kind of fun too, though, just to have that communal thing where everyone was just like looking for a house. Like I imagine
that wasn't fun, but the fun part, the fun part was after you got your plot, because then anything was open to you that was like an open plot, because you could go anywhere, and since you were already a homeowner, you just like go buy a different plot and like move automatically.
Wait, including a different size? Like you could go to a large all of a sudden, or just what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
the heck?
you could. And so then you would see all these people around the placards standing there trying to like, buy the house, and then you would just be like, boop, and buy it, and then they're like, oh, you just gotta like break their hearts,
So you can like jump over them and
so
like
salty.
oh my God. Just yell and shout, chat, I'm the winner. Bow down, peasants. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I did have one person was like they were at this placard, but it's like I bought in the Goblet because I didn't want that much competition, and nobody wanted a Goblet house back in those days.
Yeah.
But it was just like the worst plot. I'm like, I'm gonna get it. But yeah, it was just that was sad for them. But yeah.
Kate saying instant reload is how I got my medium just before they got rid of instant relocation, right?
Oh, that's good for you. That looked
yeah. Oh yeah.
Especially over here on NA, like Kate, you're on Crystal, right? And then like Saya's on Ether, Alaura pretty much. Oh, we're all from Ether actually, originally, but now Alaura and I are enjoying our sweet empire over on Bismarck and Materia, so not really much competition there. Yeah. Yeah.
I love the fact that you still don't like want to be by the Limsa Aether. I'm like, there's hardly anybody here but 5 people. Like, I don't want to be there anyways.
It's just the trauma, I think. It's just like this. Like, I'm so spoiled with like having no one around anymore. Whereas before on Ether, it would just be like people would be like failing to load in and stuff, right? Because there'd be so many people there, so congested. But yeah, I don't really raid anymore now, so I pretty much just primarily do like housing, and now crafting is like a big thing for me now. So I really don't do any combat much. Oh yeah, like you and your husband just doing all the Omnicrafts for you, right?
Yeah, he does all the crafting, and I'm so grateful for it because I do not have the patience to craft. No ways, particularly when I'm building. It's like anything that takes me away.
It's annoyance, right? Because then you have to step away from your project, do it, and then you lose your train of thought and whatnot. So
yeah.
Oh, then I'm gathering all those freaking items. I'm just like, no, and then I just go buy stuff, and then I'm like, why am I poor?
Yeah. Well, because you gave that guild, you lent that guild ISO that you'll never see again, right? So.
I like the fact that you gave me money. You're like, you can spend this however you want, and then like, then when you come back, you're like, wait, it's all gone? It's like, hey, you're the one that told me I could spend it.
Yes. But yeah, I just wanted to let everyone know in chat here. Thank you everyone for coming in. Danny, Kate, thank you so much for stopping by. Layla, if you're coming over. We're actually here at Saya's first build called Starry Night Station on Ether's Sargatanas Mist War 26 Plot 45. And I posted a link to her card as well, so you can see all of Saya's current and previous designs that she has under her belt. And so you're all more than welcome to come along. All of these addresses will be public, so you guys can come along and join with us as we go through Saya's builds for today. So Saya, this first one though, oh my goodness, like, I mean, I'm guessing you got some sci-fi stuff going on for this first build. Can you tell me a bit about this? Is this like a commission or are all your builds personal?
No, I don't really do much in the way of commissions. I've done a few over time, usually from some kind of like direct referral from another designer. But I mostly just like building for myself. Sometimes my ideas are a little weird, and I don't know if anyone else would want something like that. But also, it just, when I build for someone else, I'm just like really hyper aware and worried during the whole process. Like, are they gonna like this? Do I need to check in with them and all of this stuff? And it's hard to really do what I want to do completely. And so mostly like I said, I only take commissions if it's a direct referral or like if I'm super poor. And I don't know if Yoshi P ever implements that whole thing with being able to change the interior size of your house, then maybe I will be super poor again and I'll do a couple of commissions.
Yeah.
Because who can have too many larges to mess around in? Seriously, but this is my personal house for my main character, and then the other one that we will see on this server is my free company house, which is just a free company of me and my husband. It used to be a bunch of our 11 friends, but they all were losers and quit, so it's just us two. And but it's just it started as gosh, how did this one start? I think I wanted to do something like a Solution 9 thing, but then it just wasn't working that way. And I'm like, let's do a spaceship. So that's what I did, because I'd seen some really great spaceships. Like Alaura's done a few like really great spaceships. I'm like, I'm going to try that. I just want lots of neon and color and all of that. And so,
well, I cannot wait to see. I cannot wait to see inside, because like out here is already so awesome, and it's like it did start at night when we first came, but then the sun came out, so yeah. But it's still really awesome though.
That.
Seriously, yeah.
No, we landed on a new planet. That's
right.
What happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, pay no attention to the beach houses below. They're not actually there.
Those are just holograms, right?
Planet.
Yeah. I was gonna say one thing. Like, since like I know Aether's hard for people to get to, so later on we'll be in like Materia, like in Bismarck, for some of Saya's other builds. So you can always like join us there.
Yeah. So the first half of the tour will pretty much be on Aether, and the second half will be on Bismarck, where Alaura and I are home at, and Saya as well. So yeah. So I guess we could probably just step inside and see what your spaceship is all about.
All right.
It's
Keep
awesome.
your camera fairly close. This one's claustrophobic for a reason.
Oh, wow.
Whee!
Oh my god. Holy crap. Look at that, guys.
Look at that. So what's this thing? Because like I haven't seen floating asteroids before.
So the newest
This is insane.
patch released these knowledge crystal something or other. Let me look. What's the name? Knowledge crystal replica.
Ooh.
And it's actually 3 of them, because it's basically the little meteors or whatever, they go around in a circle around a central point. And so I lined up 3 of them and turned each one slightly, and floated them up there so that they would look like basically they're going across. So that was kind of expensive.
That's crazy.
Oh, how much are they? Are they really that bad?
Well, not too bad. I mean, they were like 2 million when I bought the first 2, and then they dropped to like 1 million after that. So it's not the worst, but it made me, clutch my wallet, because I'm normally so cheap. But I'm like, I have to. I just have to.
Wow.
That is amazing. Like, I love it. I was like, I don't know what this is, but I need it.
That's crazy.
Oh, awesome. I love it. This whole thing is so freaking awesome.
Let's go check out kind of like the front area. Like, I wanted to kind of see. Oh my god. Like, look at even the ceiling too, with the little lamps kind of put up there as like many little hallway lights. And then with the bottom, that's like the Catissus hyperborea tree, right? The base of it. That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's
the
right.
Elpis one, right?
Like, what the hell?
Yeah. No, it's just me and ancient lore, because I'm obsessed with that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and
I
even
like
the door
hyperbole.
too. Yeah, the door. Look at that. It's like a little vault, and it's kind of like you gotta like turn it, right? It's kind of like a little like vault gate thing. That's so crazy. Like a wormhole.
I wouldn't be able to turn it. That'd be like too heavy for me. I'd be like, oh, come on.
Yeah. Probably have to like hang off of
like
it.
Jump on it.
Don't make me mad, or I'll eject you through the airlock.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that might be That'd be fun. Let's go.
Oh my god, let's go. Yeah.
Oh, you're in spacesuits. You can handle it.
Aw.
That's right. I can handle anything.
Look at this
What's the
captain's uniform
blue
that
thing?
Saya has. It's like she's got the whole look, the
What?
purple and everything. That's so
Yeah.
cool. The matching intercom link thing on your. I think it's the PvP thing, right? The interlink thing. I forgot. Yeah.
This one was, oh gosh, this was from a event actually. I think it was like one of the, oh gosh, I don't even know, but I don't think it was PvP.
Oh,
It's
it's
hard
from
to
that
remember
show thing,
the
right? With
ridiculous number going on.
yeah, with the fancy uniform that came out a couple months back, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I'm the captain of this here
This
space
vessel.
station, so
Yeah.
Kate says we need more stuff that moves. She's totally right. A lot of things are very stagnant, and yeah, a lot of more movement would be awesome with those rocks, right? And,
yeah.
yeah.
I
Oh.
absolutely love using housing items that move and interactable ones. And in fact, this build is a serious aggravation for me to be in. I mean, I love it, but also if I like accidentally click anywhere, I will turn something on or off. You know, there's just interactables all over the place. And
Right.
a lot of my builds lately have been just really heavy on interactables just because they do move, you know, and I love that adding motion to something that's static or the appearance of motion.
Right.
Yeah.
It's fascinating to me. It just makes builds more interesting to me when I do that.
Speaking of
Yeah.
making builds more interesting, I loved these little mannequins you have here. Oh, it says "Suit Up," the title. That's so cool.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Wow, you finally
So,
turned
you know,
on your...
when I blow you out of the airlock, you don't immediately die. Yes.
Yeah.
Aw, what's the
Or
fun
I
in
don't.
that?
Well, thankfully we have our little pilot outfits, our little Star Trek outfits from Star Trek Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I
Oh,
mean,
wow.
yay.
Hey Zara, how are
there
you
she
doing?
goes.
Thank you so much for coming by.
Where's the blue thingy? What's the blue glowy thingy?
What glowy thingy?
Oh, it is the back of one of those exciting neon wall lights from
Oh.
like way back. It's
Oh.
just the like main piece of it turned backwards, and then I hid the rest, which was really twitchy because they're right, you know, like, you have to
Yeah.
move it by pixels, really. It took me forever.
Oh my
But
god. But totally worth it. It
It
definitely
worked.
had that effect. Holy crap.
Yeah,
That's
I
insane.
loved that. It added a lot of depth, I think, right around that handle, almost like a little window or something. Or
And it draws
I
your
don't know.
eye to it too. It's like, oh look,
It really
what's
does.
outside there? Oh, let's go find out without suits on.
It almost
yeah.
looks like, you know, we're gonna get a radioactive
Yeah, like some nuclear
Yeah,
fission
well, I
or
mean,
something. Yeah.
that comes later. There's definitely some
Yay.
radioactivity in all.
Okay, well
Awesome.
let's head more into the build then, because I'm sure there's tons more than just this hallway right here.
Oh yeah.
Let's see, what's in the left here? Oh wow, this is super immersive. I think this is one of the most immersive spaceships I've been in this game.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh wow, it's like a little planetarium kind of, like this is where you kind of like study plants and whatnot. That's so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I got my microscope right here.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, and this one, you know, all of my builds have learned things or taken ideas from other designers or concepts and that sort of thing. But
Right.
Van Zel did a build quite a while ago. I think it was
Oh,
one of
yeah.
his early like cyberpunk style builds, like before Solution 9, before they added all the good stuff for it. And he had a little hydroponic setup with these propellers in the back. And I thought, that is so cool. I am going to do that one
Oh
day.
my
And
God.
I finally did.
Holy, look
But-
at this,
Yeah.
what she's talking about, guys, with the little windmills back there, kind of right behind that wall there. That is cool.
That's a lot of those
Windmills.
what's the air
The airships, right?
airships, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Finally,
Yeah,
they
this
get
place has
used.
yeah. Yeah, that's one of the nice things to have to
Over
buy a
here
bunch
too.
of because they cost like 500 gil or something.
Or less. Get off of my seat.
What?
Yeah.
I can
I've
stand
always
here if I
gotten
want.
feet. You
In fact, I'll
no.
stand right here.
Like,
Have
ew.
to break up a fight over here.
Yeah, always, yeah. You can always just throw us out into space, though, so if we ever misbehave too much. Oh, now she's punching me. I guess I will have to get off then.
That's right. Yeah. It's my seat.
Queen of the hill.
Queen of the chair.
Queen of the chair, yeah. Oh my god. This is
Fine.
so
You can have
cool.
it.
That's okay.
No, I don't want it anymore. You made it just. Ugh.
What did you use for these high, like, stocks right here, Sai? I've never seen these ones before. It's kind
What's
of...
that plant thingy?
Yeah, which
in
plant
it?
is that?
Yeah, oh gosh,
Island
you're gonna
one?
make me pronounce it. Yeah, the one from the island. It's like
Yeah. That it's got a white
Delius, I don't.
base. It's got the white flower pot, right? It's like a white flower pot
Oh,
at the,
okay.
and then it's like got that huge shoot thing coming
Oh,
through.
I guess it's just underneath there. You can't see because it's been, like,
Yeah,
floated through
like
it,
if
right?
you look very closely at the center one,
Oh, I see it
you
now.
know,
This
you
little
can
trim
see
right
the
here. I
pot.
see it now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The other ones I
Yeah.
floated up from below.
Kate
So.
saying, can we see the ceiling up here? Okay, yeah. Let me just adjust the camera there. So it's all through and throughout the entire spaceship. I guess you floated all of those. Oh, that must have taken a while to float all of those
Yeah.
Catisis trees up there.
Yeah, it did take a while,
Oh,
but
jeez.
it was hard to find something that I wanted to do for the ceiling because there's not that much that looks, metal,
Yeah.
which was originally what I was going to do. But I was like, oh, that's going to take all my item slots just to put a whole
Yeah.
bunch of like storm whatever up there. I'm not doing that.
Oh, yeah. And this makes it a
Yes.
lot more like alien looking, too. I had no idea that the bottom of it looked so, like, fancy. The base? That's crazy. Like, it's almost like the devs were expecting people to kind of float it up to a height. Because, like, why would they make
Yeah.
it so ornate unless they were expecting us to do that? So, that's really cool.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of, I don't know about these ones, but a lot of the housing items recently, they're taking some from the ones that, designers send into the various housing design contests. And the designers know, we're like, hey, we use the back of things more than the front and the bottom more than, the rest of it. So let's make all the sides usable. So I've been seeing a lot more than that. And maybe the devs pick up on that for their own designs too. I hope they do because, yeah, it's like you don't just want some boring thing that you can only look at from one direction. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, things are multi-dimensional now. Multi-die, too, so which I'm also glad they added into Dawn Trail. It just creates another way for us to be even more creative with our housing designs. But I just want to take a minute here and just give a little special shout-out to the few followers who came in to support Saya. Arala, Rune Whisper, Soul Minded, Coco Macaron. Oh, Coco Macaron's a Chinese housing designer. And then also Stereo Jack for following as well. Thank you so much, all of you guys, for coming and supporting Saya and supporting Housing Talk. And hope you enjoy this one because I'm already enjoying how awesome this spaceship is by Saya. This is insane. Like, holy crap. But yeah, let's move on to the next room here. Oh, wait, is this like an elevator kind of thing here? Like this door?
Oh, no.
Or-
No, there are no elevators in this
Okay.
build. This one is more like it's just a door. It doesn't actually go anywhere. Like you can't open it. I wish, but
Yeah.
Door to nowhere.
yeah, it's one of these. When I do an immersive build, I need I need there to be like really good continuity. Like it has to make sense. So I was thinking, okay, well, what would I have in a spaceship? And you'll see the rest of it, but here in a few minutes. But then what I had item slots for, it wasn't everything that you would need to, kind of exist in a spaceship. Like there's no hangar bay in here or anything like that. So
Right.
I'm like, I have to have a door. There has to be at least the implication that there's more to the ship than what you see.
And that's what builds on the immersion, right? Like to add that, oh,
Yeah.
there's something behind here. There's some more corridors, or there's more whatever, right? In the space vessel. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, let's head on over to this. I assume this is the generator / engineer room. This is insane. Look at that, guy. It's
Yes.
using the Levin orb to float it up there. Oh my god.
Woohoo.
Wow. Look at that, guys. That's insane.
It's amazing. I'm gonna get
Holy
like
crap.
nuclear powers. Whee!
Nuclear Alaura? Oh my god, I'm scared now. What are you gonna do? You're gonna rule the galaxy now?
Yeah.
Darth Alaura?
Who says I didn't rule it already?
Yeah, Alaura versus
Yeah.
Q, the ultimate Star Trek fight. Who was gonna win?
I will win, of
Yeah.
course.
Holy crap.
Yeah,
Aw.
you're small enough. You might actually be able to get in there.
Wow.
I don't know. You can
I'm
try.
trying.
She's trying to absorb all the
Yeah.
energy.
I
She got
did
in.
it!
Oh, great, we're all dead
yay,
now.
You're being irradiated.
Oh wait,
Congratulations.
I'm gonna do overreact.
Oh my god. But look at the ceiling up here too. Like what Kate was mentioning about the ceiling, but look at this. Again with like those Solution 9 like vendor or those like vending machine items going into there. Oh my god. That's so cool. Wow, and the back of the one of the things over there, right? That we use for our build, Alaura, right? To kind of
What?
like an
I'm
accent.
sorry.
Up at the
I'm
top
so-
left there, yeah.
It's gonna be
Oh,
amazing, amazing shot.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Sorry.
we got the little
Sorry, what-
operate friend here too, and oh, what the mannequin? What's this one called? Yes, Captain.
Yes, Captain.
Yep.
Nice.
What
That's
were you
awesome.
talking about earlier? What
Oh, I
do
was
we
just
have?
saying up here, like it's the back of that monitor that we use for our build, Alaura. Remember our Blue Man Group
Oh.
build,
Oh,
just to as like an accent.
sure. Yes.
Yeah. But even the little ridges inside of like in the half hallways, you've got something else going on there too. I guess yeah, it's part of the monitor, the base of it. That's cool. Wow.
This is awesome. I
even-
love your little
I
thing.
know. Even this this too. Like, what is this supposed to be? This is supposed to be the pilot's chair or
Yeah,
what?
yeah, the pilot's chair.
Oh my god.
Or the destroyer chair. Yes. Drop
Yes.
that nuclear bomb.
Oh wow. That is neat.
Yeah, this was, I think, yeah, this was actually the reactor thing, whatever it is, in front of me. This is what I built the build around. Not
Okay.
physically, but like this was the concept that started this one.
Right.
And originally I was going to have like a big warehouse area, like Solution 9 warehouse area, and these were going to be powering it, and it was going to be part of like a city or something. I hadn't quite figured that out, but
Yeah.
so I figured this one out first, minus the two circular tables here that didn't exist at the time. I put those in after they got created recently because they were perfect.
They are.
Yeah, they really just pulled that together. But yeah, I had previously, for one of my extremely rare commissions, I had actually built something similar, but out of, I think it was like the Storm Armoire. And so it was like a ceruleum tank was what I was going for there. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try this with vending machines and see how it works. And then I had to get a bunch of vending machines, which sucked because, like I said, I'm cheap. And so I
Yeah.
went and farmed them all.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah. And then I was like, okay, that turned out pretty cool. When I built the bottom one, I'm like, what about a top one? Let's try that.
Oh, wow.
And then I had to get more vending machines, and then I built it, and I'm like, okay, this is amazing, and I'm going to build a space station full of vending machines.
I
So
just
yeah, I spent
realized,
a whole lot of
Saya,
time.
you put the new Cosmo table from Cosmic Exploration as the top part of that orb. Like I can
Yes.
recognize the little ring there, but
Yeah.
She talked
The
about
top
that a
and the
little bit
bottom.
ago.
okay. Sorry, I was just in awe. Like, you know me, I just get lost in the whole build. I am listening kind of, but I'm just like, oh my god, this build is crazy.
Way to save face. Way to go. Good job.
Thank you so much, Alaura, for pointing that out.
That
You're
table is amazing.
Yeah,
I
it is.
absolutely adore that table.
Oh,
I did not realize like you could put like these vending machines together and have them kind of go circular. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, if you get enough of something, you can probably make it work.
oh wow,
Not me. Wahaha.
that's awesome.
Love it. Yep.
What's this
Yeah, there's
next
more.
room here, though? Oh wow, there's even. What's this?
Yes. But wait, there's more.
Whoa.
Yes, and the only vending machine in the build that is actually serving
vending
its
machine.
original purpose. Yes. So,
And here's
yeah.
a prison for ISO. Yay.
What? That's not a prison. That's like I'm gonna get killed there with all those gears. Do you want me to die?
Oh, wah.
Oh.
I mean, no, that would be terrible.
Yeah, I can hear the sincerity in your voice already.
Yeah.
It's
So
so, there.
sincere.
Yes, very.
Oh. So what's this water area supposed to be a Saya right here?
So this is the living quarters, so this is your shower in here.
Oh.
So I was gonna take a shower. Oh, no, I'm not taking a shower with you.
Well, this is how we
Yeah.
met, wasn't it, Alaura? In the shower at Rem's place?
Not in the shower, no. What kind of lore are you trying to give people? My gosh.
Oh, wow. And then this little... Oh, and this is like the bedroom with the poster. Oh, wow. Saya, where did you get this poster? Because we've been to a few JP people's builds, and I think... Yeah, like studios, and we saw a bunch of these old posters here. Like, what is this from? Is this from like a special edition album?
It's from the store. You can just buy it off of the, off the formal store. So yeah, Essie got some of my money for that one.
Right.
But it was worth it. There's like a couple of art packs, and they have multiple posters in them, and they are really good, actually. Like, really good art. And they were totally worth it. So I plan to use more. I think I got like maybe 2 different groups, and it's maybe like 10 or 12 in total. But yeah, it's they're totally worth it if you want to, give SE more money.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I gave SE some of my money for the next build too, but in that case it was music, and you should definitely have your music on for that build because it's worth it.
So was
this one I just put silent.
That's what I was gonna say. This one, like, I'm pretty sure it had the music on. I was like, oh, I thought there may have been a track because you're usually just like so good with the immersion and stuff, and I just thought. But I think it's also good in a way for it to be silent because we can actually clearly and fully talk about like each little thing here without any of that the background noise. So yeah, it's like really really nice here.
Well, and originally I was considering what I was going to put in here for the music, and at first I thought maybe from the near raids because they have such good music
epic.
for this sort of thing. But as I walked around, I really just liked the silence. It had this feel of, along with everything else, like the really close quarters and the low ceilings, it just gave me this feel of like kind of the void outside, and about a feel of being isolated in space. And so I just stuck with the silence instead. And
oh wow.
Yeah, it worked out.
Yeah, that's really cool. I love how so much thought you put into the orchestrions as well, because Alaura and I are always very big advocates of that too. So it really makes or breaks a lot of things, or makes builds even better, right? Than
I agree. It just adds to the immersion, and it's hard for me when I go into a build that is like epic. I love it, and then I turn on the music and it's like the standard music.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the goblin music that's like joyous and you're in like a dark place.
Yeah.
I get mad. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Kate, exactly. I like the sound of the footsteps. I like that too, you
Yeah.
know. There's also I still don't know what it is, but when you walk in, there's like a couple of places in this build. Like over here is one of them, and then down the center aisle, there's a kind of in the middle of it. I get this weird noise, and I know it's not just me. My husband confirmed it, but it's like a
Oh, I heard it.
little,
I heard it just then.
yeah.
It's like
I
a clunk
don't know
clunk.
what that is. I've
Yeah,
been
like right.
trying to figure out like what did I do? Like I've made my house haunted by like some kind of, I don't know, like robotic mouse or something. It's weird. As far as I know, there isn't a housing item that makes that noise. So it's like,
Yeah, I
what
tried
is
just walking back and forth just now, and it did that sound to me at various points. So it's not even just one. You're right. That's weird.
yeah. Yeah, so yeah, my husband won't come in here anymore because he says it's haunted.
Oh my god.
Wow. What a
Yes.
scary cat, man. No, that's too awesome to like. Yeah, I think Saya asked me to come by here and try to figure it out once before too, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's cool.
Well, you can just say it's
Fine.
haunted, and that's all we need to know. So
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe when you layer to a certain point, you like
it glitches the
get
Just
sound of
mad.
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I had that happen with one of my older builds. It's not up anymore, but it was the one that had the train upstairs in my medium. And the train, it wasn't a sound in that case. It was the train would move. Like pieces of it would just move. And I thought at first it was like, okay, I've done something. Sometimes housing items don't stay put if they're like too close to walls or whatever.
Yeah.
So I thought it was that, but I'd fix it and then something else would move. It's just like this haunted train. It just likes to move around. Oh gosh, I miss that train actually. It
I
was
know.
a
Laura
was
was
so
literally
fun.
asking me about it yesterday. It's like, oh my god, did Saya put on her train? Because that was one of the builds too that I saw very early on from you. I'm like, oh my god, this is actually insane. Like it's almost reminded me kind of like an old like 1800s train station, almost like a kind of like a Harry Potter look, but also like the ghost train from Final Fantasy VIII. It reminded me of that as well. So yeah, just like wow, just it's crazy. Like your realism, your take on realism is really impressive because you're able to merge that in with your imagination as well, and it's just like every one of the builds that I've seen from you, like pretty much up to date, have been like super super immersive, and it's just like wow, to finally be able to speak with you on it and have your thoughts and your housing knowledge on it as well, and like how you came up with these products is really awesome to finally like get to know the little back history behind that all of those builds that you did.
Yeah. Well, thank you. It's fun to talk about it, and I try with my builds. I think I can't remember which of the Housing Talk streams I was watching, but actually Alaura started talking about this and I was like, I agree with every word, but it's when someone comes into one of my builds, I want them to, just kind of stop and go, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, what's happening in
Yeah.
here? Like, how? What? Why? But I want people to. I love immersive builds that have the audience engage with with the creative process themselves. Like you lay out a scene or something, an environment for someone, but these are all ideas that they don't exist or can't exist in real life. I don't do modern designs for that reason. That and there are plenty of great modern designers. I don't feel like I can really add anything to that, but I like those builds that they're fanciful. They just basically ask you when you come in there to fill in the rest with your imagination. How would I exist in this space? Or what could I add to this space? Or, how can I take this, cluster of housing items that kind of sort of looks like a train and like my brain turns it the rest of the way into a train, that I just love that in housing. And yeah, when I first got into housing and I was seeing, starting to see all these like really cool modern builds, I'm like, yeah, that's really pretty and it's impressive and I love it. And then I saw some of like Alaura's ghost ship or some
Oh,
of Van Zel's builds, like the Fallout build he did, and my
yeah.
jaw just hit the floor. I'm like, oh my God, you can do this? This is insane. I want to do this. And that's really what got me into immersive builds.
I think we are all gonna miss Van Zel because he hasn't been playing for this whole expansion. I don't think. I think he took the hiatus off of, after Endwalker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very sad. I always enjoyed his builds so much. They were just so immersive, so detailed, and so varied. Whether he was doing something kind of in a architectural style that not many people attempt, or something entirely immersive. It just, oh gosh, his builds were always a treat to walk into. And I do miss him. And I still kind of hang out in his Discord and just like fly on the wall, like in case one day he comes
One day
back.
he comes back and makes an announcement saying, "Oh, I got like 30 builds lined up. I'm gonna release them all," or something.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh gosh. Yeah, and if I was going to do commissions, Van Zel was the one that I would model my terms off of, because I read his once and it was great. It was basically like, yeah, you're going to, we'll talk over an idea, you'll pay me a bunch of money, you'll get the hell out, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
you have no
Yeah.
say in it. I'm like, yes!
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've read those before, and he's just like, you cannot come into the house. It will be locked. You can't come in while I'm building. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Oh man. Is there anything you want to say more about this first build here before we move on to the next one, Saya?
Not really. Just thank you for coming. This was a lot of fun to do. I'm glad that more people get to see it. That's kind of the one thing that sucks about not doing social media. I don't do it for my own mental health, because I find when I get into it, I like start obsessing over how many people liked my post and how can
Yeah.
I get more views, and it's just not healthy for me, so I don't do it at all. But then it's like nobody comes to my builds, and it's sad because I like people to, walk in and get something out of it and smile and enjoy themselves. And so this is great to be able to have people who can either come in or see it on the stream. And thank you for proposing this, even though it took a while for me to like kind of get up the courage.
That
to
was
say,
actually one of the reasons why I wanted to ask you to come on, because I think like out of all the designers I've seen, at least on NA, like when I first started, like you were definitely one of the ones where like, oh my god, I want to build like this too, like very, very immersive. And I did take, I guess, a couple of the things from you and incorporate it into my own stuff that I did when I was over on JP. But yeah, it's just like I really just wanted people to see like what an amazing designer you were. And like I know you don't use socials, but at least now like people can see it through your work through the Housing Talk VODs, but then also just like to see your card as well. And like it's just like just amazing. If anyone wants to come by, they can always just come by. I'm sure you'll be working on something after this build, and for the foreseeable future you'll be always changing it up. And yeah, all your builds are just crazy good, and huge respect to you. So yeah, thank you so much for accepting coming on.
Yeah, no, it's my pleasure. And yeah, my builds are always open unless I'm building something new. They all do get torn down eventually. That's one of the prices of only doing personals. I don't have a million houses, and I don't want a million houses.
Yeah, it's too much to keep track of, right? So yeah.
Yeah. And I want, especially here on NA, on Aether, where housing is, still very competitive. I want people to be able to get into housing. So I try not to, hog up housing on this server. But at the same time, I'm lazy and I don't want to, go over to JP or EU, just because then I would have to, get another person to do all of my online crafting. And
Gotta get your husband to level max them all out on every region, right? sure that'll be fun for him.
Well, your
probably.
husband could always take the stuff to Materia.
Oh, that
and
is
meet you
true.
there
Yeah, for materia
and
at
give
least.
you the
Yeah.
stuff. A lot of
Well,
trading,
that's-
but it works.
Well, I mean, other than Fluffy Land, that's why I bought a personal house on Materia. It's because you can go back and forth, and you
Yeah.
can send, I can send alts over there if I have a bunch of bound furniture or stuff, that is untradeable. I just stick it in my free company house over here. I have an alt come and steal it all, steal us
Yeah.
blind, and then,
Yeah.
bounce out of the free company, and then I kick them over to Materia. It doesn't even cost anything. So it's like really nice to be able to do that.
Except maybe your soul if you're coming from Fluffy Land, right? It costs a bit of your soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Fluffy Land is amazing, and I'm glad we're going there at the end of this tour.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. But yeah, let's head
such a
on
fun
to
place.
the next one though that you have on Ether or Sarga at least. Let me just
Alright.
head on over there.
This your FC?
Yeah, this is my FC.
Okay.
FC one, right?
Yeah. Let me just find where you're at.
Yeah, where are you at? Yeah. All right, let's.
Well, if you haven't friended me on this character, Alaura, and you have
Oh.
space, you can do that, and then you just warp right
Oh,
there.
I can just warp to you too then, Saya? Okay, perfect.
You can, just it should let you warp to my
Where is
free
it?
company house, I think.
Oh, it's the FC house. Nice.
How am I not friends with you? I thought I was. did you take me off? Oh no!
No,
Just
I would
kidding.
never do that.
I'm just kidding.
I don't
Oh,
think,
wow.
I can't remember what character I was friends with, but this one's from Fairy, right? And I don't think it was Fairy. I don't know, maybe it was like Hollow.
It's just like me.
Hollow
I had
was
1,000
from Fairy,
ISOs,
so-
right? That's why like you didn't have this
Yeah.
one. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, I've got to change. This is inappropriate for this build.
Oh,
Let's see.
yeah.
What? Just some space people out in Imperium? That's not normal to you?
Oh, wait, that's not good.
Oh my god, I didn't even see that because my thing was blocking. Yeah. I guess I don't have to see it.
Not that kind of build.
Woo!
I just have to watch the VOD to see that, but yeah.
I'm not dancing again, no.
Ice, thank you so much for stopping by. That window was amazing. Yeah, totally. Like, it's just...
Oh, wait a minute.
all of
I
science
mean, there's a
stuff is
hot
crazy.
spa, so hey, come in for
Yes,
some
there is a
entertainment.
spa here.
Entertainment? Oh my god. I don't have Throw Gill, unfortunately, Alaura.
Wow, you about called me Liara. What does that mean?
Well, it's because, like, we went to that Lala prom. That's why. I remember how good Liara looked, and then...
Wow. I know, I look bad. It's fine.
It's okay. I know where your roots are, and I still appreciate you a lot, despite that.
Wow. Oh, you know what you mean by that. My feelings are hurt.
You know what I mean by that.
Wow.
Oh, you know this is my favorite build of all time? Oh, or a favorite plot of all time, Saya? This is when the lottery system first opened, I really wanted this one. This plot,
Oh, yeah?
this medium plot on Imperium, but being on Fairy still at the time, I was competing against like 500 other people, so of course I didn't get it, but oh man, I
Yeah.
love this one.
Yeah. No, when they opened up Imperium, that's when we decided, and there were still a few more of us than just me and my husband at that time, but we decided we really wanted to get a free company house again, because we had gotten one when they first came out. We got, I think, a small and missed, but then we all took a long break, and it went away. Sad, but so yeah, I made like a spreadsheet of all of the plots on all of the wards,
Whoa.
and then I would run between them every day of the lottery, like 2 or 3 times a day, and see how many people were bidding on each plot. And I used that to perform like a kind of hokey statistical analysis of like what is the most
What?
likely plot that we could get for a medium.
Holy crap,
you
you
know,
went
but-
full out on that analysis for
Yeah.
probability.
I did, yeah, and I did it for my my personal as well when they opened up the additional wards in the main cities. So
my
yeah,
God.
this was the plot that we all liked it, but because it's not super close to a market board, it's like up at the top of those stairs over there. People kind of slept on this one. So, and then I made sure to get it in the subdivision because, like, people don't like living in the subdivision because
Yeah, because they want the main ward. Yeah, it's just psychologically. Yeah, I think most people like the main one.
Yeah. So, yeah, because I'm a nerd and whatever, it worked.
Hey,
though.
the nerdness got you the spot, so that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Wait, did you get it for free? Like, did you get affected by that thing? Like when they first did the lottery and it didn't work?
No, we got lucky. That didn't happen to us. So we were all moved in, and then a bunch of our neighbors were all grumbling all over the place because our future maybe neighbors, or because they had that glitch. But we got lucky, or I got lucky because this is basically, just a place for me to design.
Right.
Yeah, but you had to pay.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't. I had the glitch. It took a month, but then they're like, yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Here's your money.
Yeah.
It's like, yay.
That was such a strange thing too, at the end they were like, well, you can give your money back by buying these weird Namazu posters.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm good.
I mean, I kind of want one, but not for that much money.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, I gotta furnish this place after all anyways.
So yeah, I just posted the new address here. So we're at the second build of the tour. Twilight Academia on Ether Sargatanis Imperium, Ward 5, Plot 32, plus 5 rooms. So actually this is kind of like a combo build that Saya made.
Combo.
So we've got the general FC house, and then we also have the 5 FC rooms with their individual designs on the inside. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see all 6 of these builds here. So yeah, we're going to be here for quite a while. So let's head on inside then.
I have
know
a
you've
good
seen
costume for it.
Oh. Yeah, I know you've seen at least one of the FC rooms before because it was on one of Noah's
build
I think it was
challenges,
a
right?
challenge.
Yeah.
Woo!
Whoa.
But this one's the outside no one's seen. I haven't posted anywhere other than my
Whoa.
card site or anything.
This is
A lot of
really cool.
mountains.
I love the brick accents throughout this entire build. Wow.
Oh, and just a reminder, turn on your BGM if you like
Yeah,
good
it's
piano
on
and
right
orchestral
now.
music.
You guys can hear the BGM good, right? On the stream? Is it too quiet, too loud? Let me know if you guys can't quite hear it. I can turn up the volume a bit if you'd like.
I want to climb the mountains.
That's cool.
There we go.
Whoa. Whoa, yeah, that's so cool. Wow. I love that whole mountain range, that it's completely different on both sides.
Yeah,
Wow.
I loved, since they added those nursery canopies, I've done several builds with mountains in them, and I just love doing it. I love being able to do, like, you get 2 of them and layer them and then color them, have a different color for each one, and it shows, looks like shadow.
Right.
Just adding all that depth.
It reminds me of that one movie, if you guys ever seen The Land Before Time. The dinosaur movie?
Oh
Cartoon
yeah,
one? Yeah.
gosh. Way back.
Back in the days, yeah. Oh my god, this is so... It's stunning. Wow, oh my god, like just...
Yeah.
Holy crap. I'm in awe. Not just from Alaura standing in that garden, but... It's like...
I know.
Look
I am
how...
the sight to behold.
Look how much, like, detail that Saya put into this build. It's not just about the grandiose atmosphere of, like, the ivy hanging down, or, like, the mountain ranges, or the night sky, or anything like that, but even on the inside as well, with how regal some of the furnishing is, and how well she put everything together. It makes it, like, a very homey vibe, too, so it's, like, just... Not the same when you're watching from the stream. Like when we're actually in here, it actually feels very peaceful, very just like beautiful all around. Wow. The music too, perfect choice. The nighttime dawn trail music from I think the
Yeah,
Ergopacha zone. Yeah.
Yeah, the night. I love the nighttime music from the different zones. They just like the daytime music is good, but the nighttime music in a
Oh,
lot of zones
the
is
soft
just next
piano, right?
level. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've got so many nighttime themes in this build. It's just yeah.
Do you have the fairy
But yeah,
theme?
this
That
one.
one's good too. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can't even remember what they all are.
You just know
There's
they're
a
good.
lot of music
Yeah.
in this build. Like this, I think there's a full lineup. Like, was that 8 songs?
Ooh, wow.
On this orchestrion out here, and then each room has anywhere from like 2 to 4.
Oh wow.
So yeah, and they're all different. I mean, some of them might be the same track, but it's like a different recording of it, a different theme,
Right.
or something. But yeah,
For any of you G posers out there, the perfect place to take them. Lots and lots of different angles.
yeah. I do like making builds you can G pose in, although sometimes it's challenging because you want to do a build that the space feels right. Like and it's very challenging to G pose in the build we were just in because I wanted it to be claustrophobic. I wanted it to be, you don't get a spaceship that's got a lot of extra room to hang around in.
Like a pool table and an open concept spaceship, right?
Yeah, probably not. So, like, my favorite part of this part of the build is this little area out here. This little porch with the chair and the table and all of that. But it is a nightmare to try to G-pose in here because it's just so narrow. So, but yeah, I love it. It's just a great place to sit and, sip your tea or whatever and be all fancy and, hang out.
That's
Hang
me.
out on the
I'm
porch.
fancy.
Oh wow.
Oops, I didn't mean to hug. I meant to sit. I mean, not that I don't want to hug you, Saya.
Look at Saya's glams though on each one, including this one. Like, you're very, very classy with your glamour.
Well, yeah, I'd like to. I'm not a traditional RPer, because I don't know. I'm too nervous to go out and do that with other people. But I do like to create glams that go along with my various builds, and just kind of sometimes walk around in them. And this whole free company house is really built as a house, so this is kind of a living area slash, I don't know, greenhouse almost.
Right.
But we've got the rooms that we'll go into. There's a bedroom, there's a bathroom, there's
All
a
right,
dining
there's
room,
a bathroom. Woo!
There's the bathroom, yes, and I've got a funny story about the bathroom. when we get there, but,
some Saya
this
lore.
is-
Yeah.
this is meant to be a place that you live in, right? That's
Right.
what I wanted for a free company house. It kind of sucks that I only have one other free company member, but yeah, the idea is that this is a space to live in, and so I wanted cozy places that are just nice to maybe AFK in or whatever.
Yeah. It's very, very relaxing and very, very beautiful in here. Oh my god.
See, there's that plant that was in the alien
Oh,
thing.
right. Yes, this is
Yeah.
the base of it. Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
Now. Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks a lot different when you don't put it under that blue light.
Yeah.
They kind of change colors a bit.
Yeah. Speaking of changing colors, I just want to kind of go off topic just for a second here, but Nora recently posted the new Astro Orb. It's like that star orb that came out in this most recent patch, but they call it Crescent, and how the lighting greatly affected the star chandelier that they have. Like you can kind of change it if you float it up towards the ceiling. You can see it change from yellow to red to green to blue, whatever like the backdrops were or whatever kind of lighting that it emitted from the lamp. So it's kind of nice that you kind of touched on that as well, where like the flower changes color depending what like under what lighting conditions it's under, but also like now it looks like chandeliers as well depending what lighting you put them in. So
Yeah.
that's really awesome.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm happy you told me that, and I'm not happy because that thing's expensive. But now I'm gonna have to get one.
Yeah. Is there any way to farm for it? I don't even know how to get the Astro Orb. Does anyone know the new one?
I think you have to do the OC stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's
That we
from-
haven't really done yet.
Yeah, we've been just doing fates instead of doing this
Yeah.
stuff in there. I mean, there's not as many people in materia, so it's a little
Yeah,
bit-
we did
it'd be
Cosmic
harder.
quite heavily. Like, I was just obsessed with Cosmic. That was the first time I took a serious try into crafting. I ended up maxing out all of my crafters and gatherers to 100 from there, so...
Wow. Nice.
He was on a mission.
Yeah, I was on a mission.
Yeah.
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 Like, literally.
Yeah.
I'll probably do the new content, after I've got my garden squared away outside.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
too hot.
But yeah,
I'll
just
probably
take your
do it,
time,
but
honestly.
yeah.
Like, that's just how the game's meant to be played anyways, right? So you can
Oh,
always come
yeah.
back to it
Oh,
whenever,
yeah.
so...
But, yeah.
Oh, wow. I love this. I love this so much. But yeah, anyways, I guess we could probably hop into the first FC room here just to see what that's all about.
Hop.
Oh, I love this doorway going into it though. That's really neat. I never really see many people do the double doors with like the whole archway. It's usually just like a single door. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's room number one.
Dude.
Number one.
Nice.
Yep. You can go in any order, but
Right.
I mean, that's just easiest.
Ooh.
All right.
It's a feast.
Entertainment.
Oh. Oh man. This is a different kind of dinner now.
I just churned your stomachs. Yes.
I don't think we can eat anymore, unfortunately.
Yay, it's all
No,
mine
don't
now.
worry.
My plan
Fluffy will
worked.
eat for all of us. Yeah, this is the one that I did for. I think it was a housing challenge, but I don't remember what the prompt was.
Oh, yeah, I do remember this.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I had started building. I think I had a different main house at that
Right.
time, because I've changed it up a couple of times in this
Mhm.
build, but yeah. But yeah, this whole house, all of the rooms in the main part. Now we're getting drinks.
Yeah.
They're all in the dark academia style. I don't know if you're familiar with that style.
Yes.
Yeah. But I really, like I said, I'm not a modern designer. I do love modern design, like in real life. I really love modern design, and I absolutely love the modern design builds that I've seen in 14. But for me, I just, for some reason, it just doesn't click in my head. I don't know. I just don't want to spend like 100 years trying to make a refrigerator look like a refrigerator, or a coffee machine or something like that. But I was really drawn to the dark academia style. All the really deep tones, the books everywhere. I'm a big reader, so I absolutely love having books everywhere. All the pictures on the walls and various knickknacks and everything. It just so I wanted to do a whole build with that, and that's what I did here. And I may add a few more rooms over time, but really, I just I wanted to see if I could do a design that's not exactly modern, but not my
Right.
typical. Okay, this is a torture chamber, or this is
Right. Kind of reminds me
murder
of
puzzle.
other kind of like pop culture shows like Harry Potter or Sabrina the Teenage Witch, that kind of aesthetic, or maybe like Sherlock, very kind of like moody, gothic,
Yeah.
artesque,
Oh,
kind of
gosh.
dark look. It's just, this literally, you hit this net a 10 out of 10 here. Like, it's perfectly that aesthetic, like totally what I would envision seeing on one of those shows or reading one of those books. This is like a room that totally matches that subculture of style.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm glad, because that's what I was going for.
So Kate's saying here, or Kit Kat's saying here, I like the green, brown, and black palette. Yeah, like the green kind of adds kind of life to it, despite it being very dark. Like, I mean, Dark Academia isn't just about being completely like black, right? Like, there is some like accent to it that also makes it that moody kind of vibe. So that's nice that you added those accents in.
Brings life to it while I bring death. Look at that, I'm dead.
Oh, yeah, she's dead in that fairy little garden in the middle there.
Yeah. Yeah, the jaws on the wall spatter out. Now she's
Oh, yeah,
dead in the middle
up
of
here.
the table. It's-
Oh my gosh, she's sneering at me. I just saw that. Do you see that, guys? Wait, do it again, Alaura.
Oh.
You can sneer while lying down. We figured this out because we were just playing around over on materia and we figured it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nobody would know
Away
unless you
for
were
later.
crazy enough like us and tried all the... Because we've been doing so many build visits on X. Like, we visited a lot of designers' homes from all over. And we just, like, got creative. Like, oh, how would we look if we sat here? How would we look if we play dead here or do a certain emote
But
here?
not that we play dead all the time.
Yeah. Not all the
It's
time.
just fun.
Just most of the time.
Most of the time,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, it's not really play dead. It's more like actual dead. Man.
Yeah, save that for the last build today.
Oh, yeah.
There'll be plenty of death.
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah, we've got to
yeah.
give Fluffy his souls.
Yeah, we can't
That's
do this show
right.
we don't do this show for free, guys. There's a price to pay every single stream, so yeah.
That's right.
Kit Kat's saying it carries over to G-Pose as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love some of the stuff that you can do in G-Pose. I know that there are a bunch of like add-on tools. I haven't tried to use any of them for that because I get a trip out of what you can do in G-Pose. All the lighting changes and, you know, if you actually leave your character in the shot, which normally for housing I don't unless I'm like G-posing in my builds. So you can just do a lot with all the emotes. I really do like the system quite a bit.
Yeah, the base G-Pose system, there's a lot that you could work with before using shaders and stuff, so it's yeah, I just like how the original game looks to me. Like, I really like the 14 aesthetic in general, so yeah.
I'm trying to do better on G-posing. Woo!
You've been doing an amazing, Alaura, honestly. Like, since like you first started, like Alaura's been taking an amazing shots. Like, I've been using several of her for our VOD thumbnails for Twitch and YouTube. So like, yeah, you've been doing great at it, honestly. And once you do more of them, it's just a matter of testing out those functions, and eventually you kind of find your own style.
Yeah.
And that's with Housing and G-Pose, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have
it's-
to keep that lighting one day. 'Cause I have no idea how to do any of that.
yeah.
Yeah, it is fun to start experimenting with lighting, but yeah, it's one of those things. There's just so many things you can manipulate in G-Pose that you have to kind of take it in stages, or it's really overwhelming. Yeah, housing is the same way.
That just goes to
That's
all
why
like the beginner designers too, right, Saya? Like, it's just you just gotta keep trying and keep configurating. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, I love looking at the stuff that beginner designers are doing. You know, I really love that about some of Noah's challenges, where you get the designers who haven't been in it very long, and they're maybe showing off their first or second build, and you know, they're super excited about it, and
Aw.
it's really great to see that energy. And I love, you know, going and finding things in those builds that I can talk to them about. And I just, you know, I had designers like Alaura who were, encouraging to me when I was just a baby designer, starting out and just figuring out how to do things. And I want to do that for other people. And yeah, it's
awesome.
I wish I spent I need to spend some more time. I used to do, I'd just pick a ward on some random world, and I'd just go running around and pop into houses and writing people's books, like something I liked about their build. And just to give, a lot of people don't necessarily care, and you go in and they've got like the retainer bell and 20 other totally random furnishings, and that's all that's in there. But sometimes you just find like kind of more professional designer builds, but a lot of the time you're just finding things where it's like people are starting out and they're maybe just learning how to float or how to layer, and
Right.
Those are the people I want to give them a message if they have a book, that try to encourage them to keep at it.
That's awesome.
You can also find some scary stuff.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I've walked into a few death pits or very, very questionable bedrooms, but
Deathporiums.
Well, Hollow and I actually went together once and just were looking around, and we went to this one large, and it was gold everywhere, gold flooring, and it was just so questionable looking. And then this big cat guy was wearing the suit, and he just looked kind of creepy. And then he was running up to us. He's like, "Oh hey, welcome to the." And we're like, "We're out of here, bye."
Yeah, I had one of those a while back where I was, I think it was maybe my pre-company neighborhood or something, that I just walked into a large, and I was, walking upstairs. It was a nicely decorated place, and I walk in and there's two people there and sitting on each other's laps, and I'm like, oh, sorry. It's just I like your house, and backing away slowly, and they're like, hey, you want to hang out? And I'm like, oh no, I'm good.
Do you want to watch?
He's logged out immediately. Yeah.
So I noped out of there pretty dang quick.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Oh wow. Hey Noko, thank you so much for stopping by, and yeah, don't worry, man. Lurk away. We've got actually a few housing designers in here doing the same thing. One of them's actually in DSR at the moment, so they just said they'd hang back a bit. So totally appreciate you coming out, man. Always a pleasure to have you here with us, Noko. Yeah, I guess we can head on to the second room, right, Saya?
Sounds good.
Perfect. Oh, so this is your main private chambers then?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. Just kidding.
It's okay.
Whee! Oh, look, a mirror.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've overused that mirror thing in a bunch of builds, I think, but
your,
I love it.
Your house or your Silence of the Lambs build over on MGM, you use that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Oh
that's
my
the first place I
It's
used
like a Saya
it.
staple. Speaking of Saya staples, we actually do this for all of our Housing Talk guest designers. At the end of every stream, we always make a special hashtag redeem that we use, for the foreseeable future. You're basically getting immortalized into Housing Talk. So if you want to make a special little hashtag, or you have something that kind of resonates with you or resonates with this stream, then yeah, just let us know by the end of the stream, or even afterwards. And we basically we made a permanent redeem for each designer, so that our guests can use them in our streams and stuff like that. So if you have something funny that you want to do, or something that we even all think of together, then yeah, just keep that in mind, and then yeah, just let us know afterwards, and we can put you in, and then always have something to remember you by, that you were a guest on the show. So yeah.
Hashtag I like to watch.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
We'll put that there just for reference in case I go back to the VODs. But yeah, that's basically what it would look like when you redeem it. If any of you guys out there, if you wanted to try just using some of the redeems, so Saya knows what we're talking about. We got here, Are You Sick by Alaura.
Woo.
And like in the actual redeem menu itself, if you do go to them, if you click into them, I actually put your designer name and then also a link to, I guess in this case, your card. So like people can always like check you out through there as well. And just, oh, Saya was on here. Oh, Rem was on here. Oh, Danny was on here. You know, and they all have like, yeah, like Kit Kat just used the Danny one, right? So like we basically, every single designer we've had, we basically have them just as a memorabilia thing to remember like who was on the show basically and how much we appreciate
that's
you.
really
So
cool.
yeah.
Oh man, I
Yeah.
think I'm a vampire. I can't see my reflection. No.
Oh my god, I can't either.
Oh
Oh no.
no, dead.
It's okay to be dead, right? As long as we're happy.
Are we happy though?
Well, not with you, but with Saya here, it makes all the difference. So, yeah,
Wow.
Oh,
I'm really gonna die now.
Yeah, you are.
yep.
So is this kind of also kind of like in the same kind of dark academia? Like this whole like house is pretty much in that that subculture,
Yeah.
right? Saya?
Yeah, the whole house. I mean, I used different color, like a different dominant color for each of the rooms, but yeah, the whole house is in the same style. So yeah, a lot of books, a lot of art, and various knickknacks on the walls, and you know, a little bit of a cluttered feel. I don't do clutter well. I don't know. I've just never been good at leaving that many slots at the end of a build. So, you know, this is about as much clutter as I can tolerate. Like, oh, look, something's on the flat surfaces. Great.
Yeah, like that
good
random
job.
book there, right? Good job. That's enough clutter for the day. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We're the same way. We get you. But yeah, Danny is right though, as she said in chat. This room is very, very nice. I think this is the one you actually showed on tour. Now that I think about it, because I remember you had this little like porthole. That was when I think that was when porthole partitions were first out. Is when you designed this little window here, this little bed window, this bed nook.
Yeah.
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 Oh, I think we might have just like come in here, like you know how Noah's
Maybe,
always like,
yeah.
well,
Oh, yeah,
we're
let's
not
see the
going
other
to
rooms,
everything,
right?
but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I told people they could visit other rooms, so
Right.
some people hopped into the other ones. So yeah,
Yes.
you may have seen most or all of these. I'm not sure about the very last one. I can't remember if that one was.
Well,
up
it would be a surprise if no
was
one's
tour,
seen it.
but-
We'll see it here first on Housing Talk.
Yeah.
So. Oh wow! I like the little, even this little step ladder that you put in here. This little step that you floated
Yeah.
All those.
between the imitation wooden skylights to kind of step
Yeah.
up into here. Yeah.
Well, part of
just
that
for
was
us.
by necessity, really, because like if it wasn't here, then you
Yeah.
hit a hard stop, and then you have to try to jump into this.
Right, it's
and
awkward
because
with the
I'm so
height.
tall,
Yeah.
it was awful. Yeah. So, but
Yeah.
then it ended up looking nice.
Yeah.
So it was
That's
fun.
awesome.
I thought it was just for us, for the little ones.
Yeah.
So in
No, I
yeah.
don't build with Lala's in mind typically. So
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Wow,
Please forgive
that's
me.
No.
Please forgive
now
me.
Laura's
I'm
just
so
gonna turn
sorry.
around and like not look at you anymore. Oh my god. Laura's used to people
Cry.
groveling though. Like me and you have both groveled to her many times by now, so we shouldn't feed into that.
Saya does not grovel to me. Saya is fine. She is my equal.
Oh my god. Wow.
Now bow down to me.
Oh my. Oh wow.
Oh, come on.
What? No, I laughed.
No, you're gonna be. You didn't grovel though.
No, I don't need to grovel. Not now. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Aww. Cry. Don't make me cry.
I love how like you use the pictures like you did in all the other, like the outside of the FC house, and then also, or like the FC house lobby in the other room. How you kind of spread them out all around. It makes it a lot more homey feeling.
I love how
Yeah.
you picked off these fairy wings from a fairy. That's awesome.
Yep. Yeah. One of the things that is true of the dark academia style that was really hard to replicate is that usually, or a lot of the times, the knickknacks and whatever will be just a little bit creepy. And there isn't all that much wall art or equivalent that's creepy, except maybe some of the fishing prints. Those can get pretty dang creepy, but so it was a little hard. I had to go more with like just unusual looks, which is why I've got like the wings over there and that Suzaku thing over in the corner. But yeah,
and the morpho
I really wanted more
yeah.
creepy furnishings, but other than a couple of paintings and the prints for the fish, it's just not a thing, really.
Yeah. You did really well with balancing the colors, though. Nothing like really is like off-putting at all. It all kind of matches with the whole vibe. So, yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah. You could use like the one fish that looks like a piece of doo doo.
I don't know which one that one looks like, but.
Oh wow. Yeah. One of my favorite things to consult in housing, although I'm not sure if they've done an updated version, is someone a while ago made like just some nice pictures of every one of the fishing prints in the game. And oh gosh, I love going through that because so many of them are just like, nope. Never gonna use that one because it looks like a blob. It just doesn't look like anything.
Yeah, it doesn't look right. Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's nice to have. I love all the little resources that designers have put together over the years. Like some of the stuff that all the different handles you can make, and all the paintings and prints, and I love that we have a community that just shares all that instead of trying to like keep it. This is my secret sauce and you can't have it. All the break it downs,
right?
That sort of thing. It's a lot of fun to see that.
I'm really glad that you stuck with this Dark Academia look in Imperium, because a look at these natural the ceiling and the wall here of Ishgard, it completely matches that like stone castle moody gothic look. So even the pillars as well complements it very, very well.
Yeah, it really does. I really loved Imperium, even though I hate the snow and I hate cold. So when I go outside, I'm like, this is terrible. But the interiors of Imperium houses are just amazing. And I knew that the second that they let us walk into the the hotel kind of area?
I was telling Alaura, the lobby is my favorite lobby of all the apartments. That one's very, very nice.
Yeah, and we could get into it before we could bid on any of the housing plots. I'm like, oh yeah, this is the one.
This is the one, yeah. You and Dividus too. Like Dividus was also on the show a few weeks ago, and same kind of thing. The Heaven's Ward gothic kind of style is just up your guys' alley, so...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, where'd Alaura go? I heard her do noises. You're below. Oh my god. Back from the dead?
Yeah. It's a guarantee anytime Alaura comes into one of my builds, she's going to fall through the floor.
Yeah.
Jump through the ceiling. Yeah, I'm just used to it by now.
Yeah.
Find the sun, yeah.
Alright, let's head on to the room number 3 then.
Oh yeah, this one's the bathroom.
Yay! I mean, oh.
Ooh.
Yes. All right.
Oh, nice.
Wait, this is the biggest toilet ever.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to clean that later, aren't I?
Yeah, it's turning yellow already in front of my eyes, or is that the smoke? I can't tell. Yeah.
Oh yeah. This entire build, like the whole house, exists because of one thing in this room, and it's the toilet. It's right here.
Oh, the actual toilet, not the one that Alaura peed in, right?
I built this entire build for the toilet.
Really?
Yeah.
That is...
Yeah. Around, was it Halloween of last year, I did a murder hotel in the theme of what was it? American Horror Story Hotel. And it had kind of that vibe of a little bit gothic, dark. Obviously, it's a murder hotel. It's supposed to be super creepy, like The Shining sort of thing.
Right.
But I wanted to do a high tank toilet in it because it was that kind of antique build, and I didn't have the slots, and I was so mad. I was so mad I couldn't do my high tank toilet in it. So I did this whole build so I could do a toilet.
That's amazing. Hey,
Ellie
Net, if you're out there, you're watching this VOD, this is probably the go-to build just for you. It's Ellie Net from HEXIV. I'm sure she'd appreciate this build quite a bit. She loves the toilets and the washrooms and stuff like that. So
Ouch.
Yeah.
Look at my face.
oh my god. You're really trying to go there, eh? I'm gonna turn around to give you some privacy there. Sorry about that. Yeah. Can you even reach that little bell above you to flush the toilet, or what?
I don't need to, but you're there for.
Oh god, this stinks quite a bit. I love the little toilet paper rolls you have going on here. Josiah on the side here. That's really neat.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's like how to do toilet paper. We don't want to be savages and use towels, but
towels. Oh, wow.
Oh, I have to walk all the way over here for the sink. Oh, I can't reach it, so I guess I'm just gonna keep my hands dirty.
Oh,
hey,
my god, get away from me, yeah.
Not building with Lalas in mind. Sorry. I mean, the water's a little suspect in this build anyway.
Well, now
it's
it is even more so,
weird,
right?
So,
yeah. And steamy.
It's okay. He's got a robe. He's got a robe. It's fine.
Yeah, I think this using this.
Thanks.
Yeah, using this as a sink. I can't remember which build it was. I think it was maybe something Maple Blackwell did.
Right.
She did that, and I was like, that is so cool. I'm gonna do that.
Oh, yeah, they use that as a sink a lot when
Yeah. I mean, for you, it could kind of be
times.
its own bathtub, right?
It could, yes.
Yeah, big enough. It's even got a nice shape for laying in the bath.
Yeah, it's nice, comfortable to lie on that, right? Or sit on that. Put your legs up, right?
That would actually be fun to do if you could figure out how to, get the collision right, but do those as little boats for Lalas, or ferry boats or something.
Yeah.
If Liara's listening, do some ferry boats, please, because I don't really do
Yes,
ferries.
Liara Halperton, another NA housing designer. Totally would love to see that.
Boats to their deaths. Just
Oh,
wee.
man. I love the pattern you have going on with the phasmascapes here to create the kind of gold trim around the hot tub. That's a really neat effect.
Oh gosh, I love these phasmascapes. Like we were talking about earlier, this is a perfect example of one of those things where they made all sides of it usable. The top, the sides have a nice pattern on them. Of course, the phasmascape itself. I think that this is around the time they added the first of these, I think, is kind of when I started seeing that a lot more in the housing, and it seems like they're just finally acknowledging the way designers use furnishings in this game, and it has nothing to do with what they're meant for.
They pretty much quote unquote let the floating continue, right? I mean, Foxconn has been doing those yearly house visits, towards the end of the year when they get people to submit, and they definitely know what's going on. They're definitely smart people. They're definitely watching how the trends go, and they've been really giving it to us in post Endwalker and early Dawntrail patches. They've made a lot of things that are very multifaceted and multi-use for designers. So they're definitely watching and keeping a close eye on this community because it's so prevalent in the game. It's a pretty big community at this point. So glad to see them give a little nod to us for some of the more recent housing items.
Yeah. Well, this community is in turn augmented others. I don't do really anything with the venue community, other than occasionally appreciate their builds. But being able to do different, whether you want to do like a speakeasy or a club or something, and so many different styles, I think has really vitalized that community as well. Which really was wonderful to see, especially during COVID, when nobody could go out. People could socialize in the game in a space that was not real, but allowed a similar kind of socialization.
Yeah, speaking of venues,
sitting in Limsa.
Yeah, like KFK, they were doing RP or whatever, right? But speaking of venues, we actually had Teague on a few weeks back. I'm not sure if you saw the VOD. Yeah, the nightlife VOD, and Teague's been actually become like a pretty big housing designer in the venue space, and he's been making a lot of the venue spaces for the different like DJ streamers and stuff like that. And then also like a mutual friend of both you, Alaura, and I. We're actually having the wonderful No Saitoshi come on Housing Talk in a couple weeks' time, actually. So we'll be able to showcase, kind of the guy that started it all the venue designs. So it's kind of cool that you mentioned that, because we're able to see, kind of take a behind-the-scenes look at how Noah built out all of his stuff and all of his amazing venues that still stay true today after all those years. So, yeah. And
you brought up Teague. I love Teague. His builds.
Hell yeah.
Every time I see one, I'm just like, are you kidding
me?
Yeah,
what? Huh?
How does his brain work? This is just insanity. I have never gone into a Teague build and been like, oh, this is nice. No, it's always like, oh my gosh,
man.
What did he do?
Yeah. Oh, wow. I honestly get the similar kind of wow and awe when I see your build style, like in a different way. Like Teague has his own kind of like crazy, like all housing designers are slightly crazier, or else we wouldn't be so creative and imaginative.
I am not crazy.
Hey, you are. I was like,
still out on that one, Alaura.
Yeah, no one's gonna believe that, Alaura. But yeah, it's good to be crazy though, because like I like your build side too. Like you're obviously very imaginative, but also like. Yeah, it's different. I just love, this is why I love doing the show, because we get to get a little glimpse or a sneak peek on each and every designer's like thoughts, how they think about housing, how they approach housing, and what their passions are really shine through in your creativity. So I'm just really happy to have all of you guys in a very friendly little community that we have going on here, and I hope to see more of you guys and hopefully have you back again, and just more work from everyone. So yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I mean, I really just, I can't say enough about how great the community is. All the designers that I've met have been, super friendly and willing to talk and like excited to talk about housing and share ideas. And you don't get that a lot. I don't see people really gatekeeping in housing, and that's just wonderful, that people are not like, just being jerks about things. They're like, oh, well, I'm one of the original designers and, you must bow before me, except for Laura, we have to bow before her.
Yeah, Laura's different. She's on another level, yeah. But yeah, when I had Dividus on the show a couple of weeks back, and when Ashton and Ellie came in to kind of hang out as well, like, they were kind of in a similar fashion too. They were very like down to earth. They were kind of like trying to give advice and kind of try to give advice to new designers, and they still have that passion because they've been making, not quite as many builds as they have in the past, but they've released recently a couple builds themselves, and it's the same kind of sentiment. They want people to come visit. They equally get as happy to interact with people when they do visit, and just to keep that kind of sentiment out there is very important, just to have everyone flourish still and see new and old designers kind of share their knowledge and feel comfortable in doing so.
Yeah, and it's great for all of us to try to get new designers to make them feel welcome and get them into housing more, to convince them to jump down the rabbit hole with the rest of us, because new designers bring new energy, they bring new ideas, they try things that are entirely different, and it just pushes us all forward. and keeps the community vibrant. And I love that we've got that going on, and I hope that we can keep it going for many years to come.
Exactly. Well, yeah, with that, we can head on to our fourth room, right, of the tour? Let's see.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. All right.
Woo.
Before I go up these stairs, I want to just mention a lot of JP designers actually do this. Like, they got the imitation wooden skylights in the room to kind of be able to sink things into the floor and stuff like that. And it's just nice to see,
Oh, yeah.
that it's not completely, because I know a lot of Western designers like to make it fully immersive, where they have it, like, you know, from head to toe as soon as you walk in, but it's kind of nice that you just don't really care about this sometimes, and you just have the little stairs leading up here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's you have to do it if you want to, you know, in a FC room, be able to do some of this stuff. Like I floated at this height here specifically for the cabinets, the lower cabinets here, because they're the very top of a full wardrobe or armoire. I can't remember exactly, but you know it. But one thing that I don't like, and of course I did it at my space station build, is I don't like it when I pop in and I'm like in the floor. And it's not so bad if you're just a bit in the floor, but if like you can't tell where you are, you can't see anything, you know, usually of course you try to jump and then usually that fixes it. But I've had a few times where I've gotten like launched into the void and I'm like, how am I going to see this build? I can't get into it. Like, what? So, yeah, the stairs made sense. That and, you know, I don't mind doing doors occasionally, but I'm definitely not one of those designers that's like, I want to do a 30-slot door. You know, it's just...
especially in really these rooms with only 100 items, right? It's kind of hard to justify that.
Yeah, so having a design that allowed me to make use of the actual door, which isn't too bad in Imperium houses, you know, for this kind of style, it was like, okay, yeah, let's do that, but also I need to be able to float stuff, so it was just a compromise up there. There she goes again, dropping through the floor.
Oh. So that demon underneath your bed, the monster.
Swimming. Ah.
Oh wow. What is this build supposed to be? Is it kind of like a Suzaku memorabilia, or is it just like another type of dark academia, like just like a different color palettes?
Yeah, just a different color palette. You know, it's just red based instead of like, you know, the other ones were green and gray and blue. This one is just more red based, and so I just went with decorations that were red. You know, and you know, weird stuff. Like I said, Dark Academia has a lot of weird stuff. So there isn't as much wall art in this build. I mean, there's some over the window, but that was kind of a slot problem. You know, when I had done the cabinets and the backsplash and, you know, the walls and everything. It's like, and of course this thing, which I totally shamelessly stole from other designers because, like I said, I don't normally do anything modern-ish, so I'm like,
hey, that's okay. It's good to incorporate some things from other people. Like, that's why the community is there, so we can all inspire each other and incorporate our styles within, because not everything has to be completely modern or completely, you know, it can be a mix of styles, and that's what makes it very interesting. But yeah, and like I said before, like, you don't really have to have everything all stand out. I mean, even if you did run out of slots on this window side, I mean, there's much more to see around there, right? Like, it's like you can kind of walk around and see the whole thing as like a build itself and not just focus on the one wall, right? So yeah, I
kind of figure, you know, it's a nice kitchen, but people won't stay too long because they're going to sit and stare in this creepy little thing.
Oh my god, another housing photo. Hey, I thought you were raiding, man. Did you guys finish? Nakota Sue. Housing Savage, nocodesign.card.co. Yes. Another
Oh, gosh.
fabulous housing
It is.
designer who was on our show a couple months back. And now housing streamer as well. So please go check him out at Nakota Sue. Yeah.
Woohoo! Welcome. Look,
Thanks
and
for
he's
coming out.
wearing black just like us.
Yeah.
Woo.
Part-
All laws are in black, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Little demon children here.
I'm
Yeah.
not demon.
Well, at least one of you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much,
ISO.
Saya. Oh my god. Hey, Filio. Thank you so much for coming out again. Filio was on our last week's housing talk. It was absolutely amazing. Please go check out that VOD if you did miss it. It's both on our Twitch and our YouTube. But thanks so much
Yeah,
for
I
stopping
haven't
by.
watched that one yet, but I'm
Yeah.
super excited. I always love Filio's designs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Philly
yeah.
was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Noko's
I
gonna
love
get
that you're
you.
doing this, though. Yeah, I love that you're doing this housing talk thing, and I've been able to, go and watch the videos since I almost always miss the stream. Today I was very careful about that, but
That'd be bad to miss today.
yeah.
Well, I did say I was going
yeah.
to call in 5 minutes, but it ended up being 10, so you're totally fine.
Yeah. Oh, but you gave me a big old thing, I said about 5 minutes.
Yeah. Just for you, Alaura, no one else.
Yeah, thanks.
It's really been great to hear from other designers, hear about their perspective on things, how they got into designing, what's important to them about the community and everything. I just love being able to hear that, and also, to just be like, oh, hey, yeah, and I guess it's not just me that thinks that way.
I want to thank you so much for saying that and bringing that up, though, honestly, because that's part of the main reason why I started the show. I just wanted people to kind of realize, no, we're people too. Like we might do some awesome designs, but you can totally, well, maybe not you, but we do some awesome designs, and we can. It's nice to be able to like talk with people and kind of realize, no, we're all the same here. We're just all trying to make creative works. We're just trying to share them and kind of enjoy each other's styles and learn from each other. And that's the key point that I want to put across to people. Just have fun with your builds, have fun with your designs, and have fun sharing your inspiration and your ideas with everyone, because I'm sure that even if they're not watching the show live, or even if they're just watching the VODs, or they see kind of the builds later on, like I think everyone kind of appreciates when everyone's just kind of open and sharing, and no matter where you're from, JP, NA, EU, OCE, like just good to break down those little barriers and realizing that we're all pretty much quite the same. We just want to learn from each other. So yeah. Filio saying, Lala Power, I'm a bit in a low, I think. Maybe looking at these awesome designs can rekindle my flame. Well, Filio, you literally just released like a couple banger builds. Like seriously, like
Yeah, take a break. It's fine.
yeah, Laura and I have taken almost an indefinite break. We've just been so busy getting housing content ready just to interview all of you guys and kind of do our little tours. But yeah, I'm glad that you take some inspiration for this, Filio. I'm sure you're not the only one, so it's kind of nice to see everyone's different styles. But yeah, we can head on.
It's nice to take breaks too. You kind of need to. Creating is hard work, even though it's fun. But I have never taken on a build where I didn't feel challenged and at some points absolutely infuriated by what I was trying to do. And sometimes it's just nice to take a little time, recharge your batteries, and just go and see what other people are doing. And then maybe you'll be inspired a week from now, a month from now. I'm a pretty slow builder personally. I usually only do, if I'm like on it, maybe one build every month or so, whereas I know like Noko is like crazy fast.
Yep.
20 builds every day.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I wish I could do that, but that's not me, and that's fine.
Yeah,
But
what's
yeah,
that?
seriously, no go. You're crazy.
Yeah, we're all
Yeah,
crazy.
no,
Yeah,
Crazy,
we're all
amazing,
crazy.
but
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm still waiting for him to post that one build.
Oh my god. Alaura won't shut up about it. It's like the whole fight. You remember the Fight Club build, Noko? Like, we literally took photos as soon as we finished Housing Talk, that episode with you. I know you had to rush to raid that day, but it's literally been sitting in Alaura's drafts.
My
And she's like,
drafts, yeah.
and when is Noko going to post this? I need to send this eventually. I'm sure it will happen eventually. I mean, he does do a lot of builds fast, so eventually, right? So. But yeah, let's head on to the, I guess the fifth and final room of this
Yeah.
Peer pressure.
build here,
Yeah.
yeah. But, ooh. Yeah, I don't think I've seen this one.
Yeah, I think this
Ooh.
one, it is newer than the other one. But
Wow.
Ugh. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. There's a running track. Yes. Wee.
This looks way bigger
Yep,
than the
just for
FC
you.
room. Jeez, it looks like a small almost, with how expansive this view is. I love this feel though, and I love the orchestrion that you used. Got a burning
Yeah.
papoda with the cactus there to create a little bonfire. Papoda fire.
yeah.
Sacrifice.
They're always
Right.
fun to burn.
Well, after I started, I knew I wanted a fire in the middle, but I didn't just, want to have
Right.
something flipped through the floor looking weird. And when I overlaid this Sabaton or whatever this thing is on top of it, I was thrilled to notice that, in the center, it's got like this rock. And I can make the rock look like it's on fire, like a meteorite. And then they're all running away from it in fear. Like...
Yeah. I know that they make great hostages or
They
sacrifices.
do.
That's
I
what I
just love that.
I know that's why I got them in the pirates build. Like they're being fired on, and they're like, oh no.
Yeah, from her Fluffy Land one, right? Oh my god, sorry,
Yeah.
excuse me.
Oh gosh, I love that one. Especially love. Well, I love that whole build, Alaura. But your yard with like the naval battle in the front is like the best. Oh my gosh.
I had to make it a theme, so they like fire on each other. So yeah, woohoo!
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
oh man, mountains are back. Climb.
Yeah.
Oh
I
no.
Uh-oh. Where'd you go
She's in the
this
ceiling,
time?
I think, again,
Uh-oh.
as always.
I'm not sure where I am. Oh, I think I found the what do you call it? That chandelier.
I love how I just hear her voice, but I don't see Alaura at all on the screen. Oh.
Can't move. Wait. Eh.
This is so peaceful, Saya. This is almost like another one of those things you were talking about, how you kind of made this build also so you have like nice places to AFK in. Like, this is totally cool. Like, let's say like for those of you maybe who work from home or something, you can just kind of hang out here and just like AFK your character here, kind of enjoy some nice scenery as you like kind of work away. Like, it's really nice just to maybe even get your thoughts kind of all centered again and stuff. Like, it's just a very calm like fire pit area. It's like a very luxurious fire pit area, but
Very
yeah.
calm. Bah!
As the cacti burn. Well, we're not cacti, so we're good,
Yeah.
right? Like, we're just enjoying
Yeah,
this.
we're good.
We're enjoying the scene,
Fine.
yeah. So
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Alora's in a rightful place.
Yep.
I don't burn.
Yeah. Oh wow.
I like how Fluffy's just looking at me though. Yeah. Just another day.
Yep.
More souls to collect, right? Someone's got to pay
Yep.
for this stream, so.
Hellfire, no problem.
Is that gonna be our thing? No fire, no problem. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna put that there just for now. But do you have any plans to kind of expand this at all? Like, are you planning to maybe make a few more alts to kind of expand this build, or is this just a little side project that you wanted to do just based off of creative aspirations?
Yeah, I would like to expand it. I'm kind of lazy, so I hate leveling up alts
Yeah.
to be able to do it. But I've got, at least one close. But yeah, it's just kind of as rooms occur to me. I've been kicking around maybe the idea of a billiards room or something like that. But I just haven't done it yet because, as mentioned, lazy. So yeah, but I think I'll continue to expand it. I put a lot of work into this, adding all the rooms and everything. So whenever I think about, oh, well, maybe I could change the house to something different, I'm like, no, no, then I have to redo all the rooms.
And then you have to make a whole different theme. That would be a lot of work. So
yeah. So I think I'll just keep expanding it. And yeah, as I said, I've redone the main house couple of times, once completely and once I change the time of day, nighttime. So if I get itchy fingers, I'll just redo the house again, I guess. But I do love the theme, and so I don't have a problem with keeping it for a while. It's highly unusual for me. I had to work at it to keep my space station so that we could do it on the stream.
Yeah.
A few months old
we appreciate that.
We really do. It's just I booked so many people in that we unfortunately weren't able to get you until June because we just had quite a lineup. Like we're pretty much going into mid-July before we finish the number of designers that we have coming on. So, but yeah, thank you so much for keeping that. We really do appreciate it a lot. So
yes, I felt so bad having to ask you that, but it's so freaking awesome. We want to make sure that people were able to see it. So
yeah, thanks. And I didn't mind keeping it too much. I've had other things to do. It's just hard to give up my large for any length of time because there are just so many things that can only be done in a large. Like if you want to work in vertical space, you can really only do it in a large. And so yeah, it's hard to give that up. I don't collect houses, but maybe one day they'll actually implement that whole being able to change the interior, and I'll have a lot of fun with that.
I wasn't sure when they were planning on implementing that. I guess they didn't really say. It's just
no, I don't think they did.
Oh, okay. Well, one step at a time. In another 10 years.
yeah, we'll all be playing till we're like old and whatever, anyways, right? So
I can't see myself giving up housing, even if I might not follow the content as much. 14 housing is just so unique in the ability to layer things. That items don't have don't conflict with one another that way. Like I've lately been messing around a bit in V Rising and made my vampire castle and everything.
V Rising, another fun game.
Yeah, and it was a lot of fun, but and it was great not having an item limit. I mean, that I was like, oh my gosh, there's no item limit. But the fact that you can't layer items, that really bugs me. It's not
the same.
Fun.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like back in time, back when we didn't know how, we didn't know anything about glitching, which you talked about that earlier, which that changed for me, like when I came back, because I was on a long break from the game, and I came back and I saw people were doing these different things. I was like, wait, what's going on? This is so different from what we used to do. I just was happily putting furniture wherever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess with that, we can probably move on to Bismarck. If any of you guys would like to join, anyone from any region, whether you're in NA, EU, or GP, you can all visit us for the second half of our tour with Saya. So let me just put up that address so you guys can all join us along on your mains over on Materia.
Yep.
Woohoo!
Yeah, let me get those
From data
addresses
center
up.
down under. Woo! We're switching over, right?
Yeah, we're switching over to Bismarck.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
See you
Okay.
over there.
Gonna get there first. Yeah. It's a race.
all right.
Yes,
gonna-
you can have emotes. Yay!
Emotes.
Well, that's what Noko was saying. Yay, I can take my main over there and have
Oh,
emotes.
nice. Yeah.
Yippee.
And then you can have your little classic Noko Blue Mage staff as well.
Oh, the umbrella?
Yeah, the umbrella that he got
Yeah.
for Blue Mage.
Ha! I beat you, Saya. Yeah, that's right. Beat you to your own house. Wah. Wah.
Fine.
Well, is it raining?
Or are you
'Cause,
just for the weather?
huh?
Well, it's gonna be.
It's gonna be rain. Wee.
I just posted the new address, guys. This next
Right.
one's called Rainy Evening on Materia, Bismarck, Lavender Beds, Ward 13, Plot 29. So yeah, if you guys have NA, JP, or EU characters, you're more than welcome to join us all over on Materia.
Well, my favorite was Iso's like, hey, why don't we wear our Cosmo Explorer outfits? It's like, I don't think that's appropriate for this one. But sure.
Not really.
Yeah. There we go. See, I'm ready now.
Oh, nice. Let me just bring this little screen down now that we're all here.
I do love that on Materia you can actually get a decent plot. You know, like I absolutely love this location in Lavender Beds, which is where my first house was, not this plot. But I always liked Lavender Beds quite a bit. Alaura's going to jump into the
I wish.
Into the
It won't let
river.
me. It will
Yeah.
not let me. That is mean. That is uncalled for.
sadly. But
Which-
yeah, I love that you've got that big waterfall in the back, and it's kind of isolated on its own little outcropping, whatever this is. But
You know,
it's nice to be able to get that.
I always like nighttime lavender beds, but it's the daytime that I can't stand. I think it's for some reason the shadow, how the particles come up, even on maximum graphics. It's not quite, it's clean for me, so it kind of bothers me. It's kind of all jagged and stuff, like how the trees and the shadows and stuff look on the yard. So I don't really like it too much in the daytime.
Yeah, it is a lot in the daytime. There's just a lot of visual stimuli, and sometimes that's a bit much.
Yeah, but
What is that emote? I'm sorry. Should have just asked Noko.
Wow, look at how dapper Noko is.
okay, I gotta take this screen off finally. Sorry, I just want to kind of run through a few of those just for some memories of our previous Housing Talk ventures, whether that be studio tours with Alaura and I, or previous Housing Talk visits. We had quite a bit of funny ones that Alaura took over. We've got well over 100 photos, almost 200 photos by now,
Oh
Alaura.
my lord,
That's
we just
so
had
crazy.
like 70. We had
Yeah.
like 70 just from last week.
Yeah, just
I'm
from
trying,
the yeah. No,
trying
it's
not to take so many.
no, it's good. Take as many. And this one right here with the cafe with Ririko, the lovely Ririko Soph from the CN servers was with us a couple months back. So speaking of Eastern designers, next week actually we have the wonderful Messiah Men from JP, a very fabulous
Yeah.
immersive housing designer who's also been the fan of our show for a while. And we're just glad that we have a few more Eastern talents coming over and expanding our scope and seeing kind of how other regions' designers think. So, yeah. But let me just take down those slides there so we can... I know I said that like 3 times, but... yeah. Oh, who's here? There's another person here. Isa. Oh, hi, Isa. I saw you pop in earlier in the stream when we were over on NA. Thank you so much for coming by in person. from Ragnarok server, the legacy server on Chaos. And then Noko.
Man, Ragnarok sounds so cool as a server, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm on
Yeah.
Sark.
Hey, I was on Sark for a while
Sark
too.
attack.
I almost joined you guys,
I
but I
know.
left. So yeah,
I was
Yeah.
on Fairy. Well, still am, but you know.
Yeah. But hey, your Aether were OG, right?
yeah. Like you're
Yeah.
literally
Servers.
OG though with the legacy tattoo. Holy crap! Yeah.
Yeah. My friends were like, "Where do you want to go?" And everybody's like, "We want to go to Fairy." It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, why do we have to go to Fairy?
Yeah. At least it wasn't like Sparkle or, something
Oh, like a really
not
crazy
appropriate
name. Yeah.
for Alaura. Yeah.
Flowers.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Yeah.
Daffodil server.
Oh my gosh.
If they made a death server, I think Alaura would go right over there and claim her
Oh
territory.
man. Heck yeah.
Like instantly, without question, give up all her houses, go to a death server.
Yep,
Torch-
and immediately
torture.
rule the entire server.
Yes.
And like there will be no daytime; it'll just be dark clouds and thundering the entire time on the server, like everywhere you go. But yeah, I guess we can hop on inside to this.
Hop.
Hop on
Hop,
inside,
hop,
yeah. Hop inside. It's a rainy evening by Saya Aogane.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
It's a gondola. Lift.
Oh,
Wait, let me in.
the power of
Come on,
light
you should
There you
compels
go.
you.
You're shorty. There
I,
you go.
I got it, yeah.
Oh wow, this is really
Yes.
awesome.
Are we gonna crash? Yeah.
Well, if you're here, we
I
might.
mean, you're
but-
here, so definitely.
Yeah,
Yay!
yeah. Not just might. I was being nice by saying might. Size like definitely will crash.
There we go. I got my. Not that I need it out here, in here.
Oh wow.
Oh man. Poor Doko.
What happened to Noko?
He got-
Wait,
he
where
got
is he?
stuck on the. He got stuck on the mountain. We're gonna leave him. Bye, bye, Doko.
Oh my god.
Wait. Bye.
It is indeed a gondola. Yeah, there are rails on the ceiling. They're kind of hard to see. They'll be hard to see on screen angles.
I saw it
Yeah,
though.
change the angle a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Made me think about being in Germany. Like we went on a little gondola
Oh, no.
lift.
Noko can't come in.
Yeah. No.
Denied. You can- Bye.
Yeah, that was my one big complaint about doing this as a gondola is like because they're all doubles, you have two of the windows or window openings. You have to, I couldn't add like a real door. So just had to
Right.
improvise with one of the sides and add like a little sort of latch looking thing there. But yeah, then you have to jump through. So it's not terrible if you're short, but if you're like one of the large character models, it's not the greatest. But
Yeah.
whatever, we're all here. We made it
Yeah. We made it.
For now.
for now. Yeah,
Yeah.
Fluffy boots us out into the rain.
What's with the watermelon on that bench there? Is that someone's minion or is that part of the build?
That's a minion.
Oh,
That's a minion, yeah.
I have no nameplates on, so I was like, oh, like, how did she float a watermelon up there? I've never seen that item before. And
Oh,
why
I
is it
guess-
there, first of all?
That's Isa's minion.
What? Wait,
It was
that's mine.
Isa's minion.
No, it isn't.
Isa.
Oh,
Not
Isa!
you.
I thought I said ISO. I was like, no, I don't remember.
Or Asa. I don't know.
No, it's okay to have your minion there, Isa. I was just wondering. I was like, how did she get a watermelon up there? That's weird. And why is it in the gondola? Like, why? Yeah.
We need a snack. I
Yeah.
mean, we're gonna be in here a while, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, this was
Yeah.
originally supposed to be. I came up with the gondola concept during one of Noah's housing challenges. I think it was like it was the Wonderland challenge that was not too long ago.
Right.
And I was thinking Winter Wonderland, and let's ride on a gondola through Winterscape, or it just didn't work. because of course you're in a apartment, and I wanted to have trees, which means I had to, like hide the base of the trees under
Right.
snow, which all you really get are those little lofts that you can buy off the store, or I think they came from an event a long time ago. And it wasn't working. It wasn't working at all. It looked so janky and awful, and I was like, nope, nope, I'm not doing this for the housing challenge, but I'm going to build it instead for something else. And
Right.
so here it is. And it's raining instead of snowing, and that's fine.
I wonder if they will eventually allow us to put other weather ailments and weather environments in housing. I think that would be a nice addition to what our options are. Like if they were able, let's say have snow, have hail, have rain, have like a really steamy day where you can kind of see like the smoke effects, or like have a cloudy day. Like I think adding those elements in to change the environment would open a whole another different styles for housing. I think that would create a lot of dimension that designers could work with in combination with the items.
Absolutely. One of my favorite things to do in housing is to do outdoor scenes inside. And man, if I could make it like snow inside or something,
Oh
that
yeah.
would be so cool. Like you can get certain effects from that one chandelier that looks a little bit like snow, the purple one that rotates around and all, but
That's purple.
yeah. It's purple, yes. It is
Purple snow.
And most of my builds end up being zero light anyway, so
Oh yeah. Light zero for the
yeah,
win.
I'm not sure I've done a build in over zero. Well, I guess that one water park I did in Fluffy Land had the chandelier on. Disgusted with that, but hey, it needed some light in there.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is. I like that your orchestrions are very varied. Like in this one particularly, like you used a lot more calm nature sounds. Oh my god, why'd you throw the gill, Alaura?
Why not? Wee!
You're our gondola operator for the day? The gondola entertainment?
No, I'm the one throwing the money. You're the entertainment. How the tables have turned.
Yeah, Laura used to have a
Okay, I'll
dance
shut up.
background back in Balmung, but not anymore, so.
Whoa! More ISO lore.
Yes, more isolar. But, are you planning to make any kind of extension or any updates to this gondola, Bill, or is this something that you might redesign in the future, Saya?
Oh, I'll probably redesign it. When I feel like doing another design on materia,
Right.
like we were talking about earlier, it's not too bad because you can transfer more easily here, or you could bring a main over and do some crafting.
Or you get your husband over, is what you meant, right?
Here. Yeah, obviously. I don't do any crafting.
Yeah, you're too good for that, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this is probably one of my houses that I'll rotate out with whatever I feel like doing in a small next. It was a few weeks ago. I think it was a cave. And
Well, Laura
I like
loves
my
caves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caves are so much fun.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about caves is that they're just, if you're going for like a natural cave look, there's
Right.
just not that many housing items that work in a cave.
A lot of waterfalls.
Yeah.
and
Now,
the
if you add
ponds,
like a
yeah.
bunch of homicidal dwarves or whatever, like Alaura likes to do, then that that opens a few things up. But,
Right.
Just a
But
few
yeah.
things.
just a few things. But yeah, my cave builds are the only ones I can think of in recent memory where I haven't hit the max item count. Just because
Right.
they didn't need it.
Right.
They just really didn't.
I
I
missed
did
it.
hit the
Yeah.
max indoor waterfall count, like the stone, that Eastern Indoor Waterfall. I hit that once. It's 196, or it was at the time. Just FYI.
Right.
It won't let you take any more.
That's the same with me when I did my Alexandria build that's no longer up anymore. Back when Dawn Trail first launched, it's 196 as well for the Glade floor lamps that I floated into a building. So, yeah.
So it must be for everything. That's
Pretty
like
much, I think so, yeah. I think they just don't want the server to crash. There's just too much going on. But
come on.
Come on, let it crash.
let it crash and burn, right? And they'll have to make new servers like death and murder and killer server and whatever crime scene server. Who knows, right?
Yeah. Stay out of this ward
and the DC will be called like Alaura DC.
What? No, nobody needs that. But hey, you know what's important? My poison frog secretions just sold, so there we go. Heck yeah. I have
It's starting.
955
It Yeah, nice. Yeah. I missed a couple of the comments here. Filio saying, is that a gondola? Yeah. And Dakota saying, super fun concept idea. Snow partitions, bro. Yeah, like instead of the waterfall ones down here, but he's saying imagine gentle snow instead. That would be amazing, like especially if you want to create kind of like what you were saying earlier, Sai, like a winter wonderland or kind of like a Christmas market would be nice too. Have some snow paths leading up to a bunch of little shops, have the little snow partitions kind of surrounding it to create the kind of Christmassy, joyous effect as well would be amazing. So
it'd be amazing to have a blizzard.
That would be amazing. One day we'll figure it out.
Who needs gentle snow? I mean, hey, maybe you can like just keep like how it depends on how far you put it into like a white screen or something. Maybe it can look like gentle snow, or maybe it could be like a full-on freaking blizzard.
Put it through a showcase and see how that goes. Because ever since Saran kind of showed me the showcase holographic effect, maybe designers could get creative and start blending those things together to see what other effects that they can make as well.
I don't know. A lot of the stuff in the showcases disappears.
I guess it depends on graphics settings as well, because I can see some things that you can't and vice versa. So I wonder if that's also something that Square can address going into future designs.
Maybe if I open my eyes, maybe that would work. Just kidding.
Well, I know that there are some lighting differences, because I had another one of those Final Fantasy store-bought items. It's like the giant alpha, and it has an effect, a light effect over it. It's like a spotlight.
Right.
And if you put it in, if you layer a couple of them, on my screen, it shows up like a rainbow, like the rainbow you get off of water. So I love to put it at the bottom of waterfalls, but Alaura can't see it because I put it in the build that was here in cave. And I was like, look at my cool rainbow waterfall, and nobody could see it. Oh, man, come on.
Oh, feels bad, yeah. And Isa saying here, I love how well the cables look in this. Yeah, like, honestly, like, everything about the gondola is really awesome that you, like the one up here, right? How you have it stretching right across there with a little Ligordian Savage item at the top there to create that pulley effect, yeah.
Wait, so is the rainbow like a water effect then?
Yeah, I mean, it...
Okay, because I can't see water effects, but didn't they get rid of those?
It isn't a water effect, it's like a lighting effect.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, I don't know.
PlayStation 5 failing me again.
Well, this was a while ago. Maybe you can see it now. I don't know.
Yeah.
I seriously doubt that. Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can move on to the next build of the tour here. Back to Fluffyland, right? Yeah, let's...
God, now I have to get out.
Yeah,
Dakota
if you
keeps
can.
watering the... Oh, he's helping me clean. That's sweet.
Yeah, Noko, yeah.
Oh, we could just go to our FC.
Yeah, we can just teleport over. If you have me as a friend here, I guess you guys can add me if you'd like, and we could just teleport
or
right
you can
over
add
to...
me.
Wait, what do you
If you
mean?
need to add me.
Oh yeah, add me or Alaura.
Me.
Yeah, and we can head on over to
Yeah.
teleport to the
Or
FC
me.
house. So
Yeah.
yeah, we can head on right over there. Any one of us, and we can go right on over. So.
Wee.
All right, Isa. Yeah, I got you. And yeah, we can just head on right over to our FC house over on Fluffyland. So let me just update the address here.
Here I am.
Oh, that mount is cool.
Isn't it though?
Which
Where's
mount?
that from?
That's from the new the
Oh, the Mamook, the Gatherer one?
yeah, the Mamook things. I was gonna call them the Mambo tribe, but I knew that was wrong.
Mambo.
That's super cool. Okay, now I'm more interested in doing some.
Yeah, they've had some pretty nice stuff come to us.
Yeah, and actually it's like it doesn't take long to be able to get it. It's like what, the rank 1 or rank 2?
Yeah, it's like pretty
Pretty quick.
not at all.
pretty quick, yeah. It's got the little like
Very
luminous
appropriate
effects.
for you.
Yeah, it's very light. Well, I guess the
Desiccated
death horse,
bird.
right? Yeah.
I mean, it's cute, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's super cute.
Wait, where are you guys
Oh, look,
anyways?
he does this at her house.
What do you mean? I thought you were going to our FC house.
We're going to our FC house to get to this one quicker.
Oh my god, I was like, I don't remember
Wow.
having stuff in our house, but I literally posted it myself too. That's the funniest part. Plot 54.
Anything in your house.
Plot 54. Oh my god, this is hilarious.
Yeah,
I
we're
get
gonna go see
sidetracked
the
very
pirates.
easily. Yeah. Oh my god. It's like, okay, so this looks more like it. Oh my god.
Yes.
It says Fluffy's Deathporium. Owners
Yeah.
Fluffy's hired help. Use your cat-like reflexes to jump to the treasure before Fluffy takes it for himself. Fluffyland is not responsible for any injuries incurred on this ride. Okay.
And that is important.
Yes.
Yeah, that
That is
sounds,
important to notice.
that
Yeah,
sounds welcoming
I know.
enough. Yeah, if you don't make it out, you don't make it out, right? So,
I mean, it's on you. Like, are you just really crappy
Yep.
at puzzles or not?
yeah, it's... Hey, you did give the disclaimer, right? So they can't really blame anyone but yourself, so...
Yeah.
Hopefully we will be seeing Noko and Isa in future streams, so just giving a little forewarning
Just
here.
as the next
Yeah.
adventure. Wee!
Oh, I love this outside here, Saya, with these like
Oops.
little jump puzzles here.
I
Yeah.
messed up.
It's warm up. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do a warm up before
I'm
we actually.
horrible at the warm up.
Oh,
Yeah, only get lightly toasted, hopefully.
No!
yeah.
Jump far enough.
Yeah, I
Awesome.
really just. Oh gosh, I wish there was more outside furnishings that you could make a
Oh,
roller
yeah.
coaster out of, but this is as close as I could get.
Right,
so
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we're still outside.
Yeah, we can head
Okay,
on
yeah.
inside if you guys like. I just kind of want to showcase the bit of the front here, how fun it is. But yeah, let me just take this moment to actually talk about, or Alaura, if you'd like to talk a bit about Fluffyland, like while we're here.
Fluffyland is like, something. I mean, I'm just kidding. Oh, amusement park. It's an amusement park. Like on Bismarck. We're on Ward 6 in the subdivision, but there's like a lot of different designers came together and like built different attractions. So this is going to be one of them, the Fluffy's Deathporium, which is freaking awesome by Saya. And I don't know, there's just a lot of different things. Like the, yeah, what is there? There's the Pirates of the Fluffy Beans. There's a, what do you call those? Liara's thing. The
Oh, bumper cars.
bumper cars. Thank you.
Yeah.
I can't
Oh
remember
gosh, I
names.
love the bumper cars.
Yeah, it's awesome. And there's like a fluffy 3D thing that yeah, Zevin did.
Airport and
Noko did one
stables.
too.
Oh,
He's saying in
Lord.
chat, right? The game one that he did.
Yeah. I love the ring toss that Noko did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
so
Noko
cool.
did it. It is.
He's saying he has to rebuild it though because it got destroyed somehow.
he-
So
Oh,
or is that
did he
another
get
one?
destroyed again? That was. No, he had to redo it
Oh, okay.
because like it got destroyed, but he was able to get it back.
Oh,
And now,
okay.
and now Carolyn like reminds us at the beginning of each month to check our stuff.
Yeah. Well, after Caro's got destroyed too.
Yeah, her restaurant, the Fluffy Diner got destroyed. She had to rebuild that. So
Oh gosh, I love that diner. I was just like walking in. I'm like, this is super cool. It's so
This
cute.
is so
And then
cute and
over to the
homey,
book,
yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
yeah, she showed it to me, and I was like, let's do some of this stuff.
That's
like,
quaint.
let's change.
Yeah.
I was like, let's add a little bit more blood. You can have like a blood channel going through here. Let's keep that blood flow going, and then I was like, I'm so sorry. And she's like, no, this is why I have you
I guess
here.
it's like a little teaser as to what to expect for a build called Fluffy's Deathporium. I mean,
maybe.
Not for the faint of heart, but for those daring, please come join us inside. As we
Fluffy needs more souls.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a quota with our Reaper skills.
Yes. I just posted the address with the updated Fluffyland Park.card along with Saya's design as well. So if you guys ever want to come back and check this out for yourselves or check out other Fluffyland attractions by other amazing housing designers, you're more than welcome to save that little card there, fluffylandpark.card.co, and you can check out all of the other attractions here on your own time.
Yeah. And remember to read the waiver and sign.
Yeah, sign the waiver.
Yes.
Cannot sue us.
Yes. Fluffy still has a few of his 9 lives left. How about you? Fluffyland is not responsible for any accident or injury. Medical attention available in room 1. Okay, so see, we put out 2 disclaimers already. We've said it live on stream between the 3 of us multiple times, so anything that happens, it's on you. So only for the daring. So don't come if you don't like the risk, but who wouldn't? This is awesome. Oh wow. So where are we starting here, Saya? Where do we go through?
Well, we start in the jumping puzzle, I guess. I mean, the whole thing. I wanted it to look like grungy and suspicious, and like, I don't know if I want to go on this ride. I'm not sure what's going to happen here, and so all the factory furnishings are perfect for that.
It is, and I love the paws help you to the cat paws help you to figure out where to go.
Oh, that looks
and all
welcoming.
the jumps are like spotlighted,
except for not
on
ISO.
Yep.
Come on, ISO over here.
Yeah,
Don't
I'm
worry,
just showing off what could happen to you, I guess, down there.
That's where
I
I
run this build. I run this jumping puzzle myself at least, once every other week, and I come and check the house or whatever. And I've only gotten through twice without dying, so don't be sad.
This looks fun. All that blood down there just makes it very welcoming.
Sometimes
nice
I just
touch.
run through because I get tired and I'll just run through the stuff.
The music is great. It's just so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whee!
But yeah, I mean,
Oh,
this
no,
one
I'm dead.
originally.
Got sliced
no.
up. Yeah.
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
Wait, let me cry. Wah.
Fake cry. Yeah.
I'll be, oh no, please say it isn't so.
Oh my god. If I fail too many times, I'm just gonna run through because I don't want our chat and stream to get all headache from this.
Or to get motion sick and be like, bleh.
One tip that helps with some of these jumps is
I made it.
try to jump for the corners. So jump against a wall. See, I'm pointing towards the edge here, and I try to jump here, because then the wall will stop you from overshooting.
Right, so you're always going to collide into the wall and stay there kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Isa to come over, and then we can head on over.
Isa? Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta wait for everyone as a team. Hey, where'd Noko go? I thought, is
I
your
think
at the end?
Noko blazed past all of them.
Oh my god.
Noko's dead.
Oh no, that's why. Shoot.
just kidding.
On first casualty, shoot. I kind of warned him, but yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
get good. I'm at the end. That's what Noko said. No cheating. Oh wow, we are amateurs. All right. Let's head on over.
Okay.
So jump to the corner, you said?
Yeah, like kinda
Jump like that.
Oh,
like
okay.
this. Yeah,
Okay.
makes it a little easier.
Oh man.
Okay.
And the spikes. I love the spikes. Oh. Oh.
Oh, she went above the spikes. She's cheating.
Oh no!
Wait. How?
Not sure how you managed that.
Yeah. So. Oh wait. There's the sun. Oh my gosh. Okay. This picture
You and
time.
the boy.
I can see like the
Yeah.
ground floor.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wow. Yeah. I'm gonna take a picture for you guys.
Filio's saying I'm so bad at jumping puzzles. It looks really cool though. Is it marbles? I don't know. Is it
There-
marbles?
There's like a marble over in the corner over here before the fire level or whatever you want to call it, the lava level.
Oh, she's saying the spikes are the marbles.
Oh, the
Filio's saying.
spikes! No, oops! I just burned my feet off.
Yay.
You said that it's
No,
so
the,
matter of factly.
It's happened a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spikes that come up are the top of that
Oh, I see here. I
Louis
see it.
Soir painting
Oh.
that you can get for like free company points.
Right.
So yeah, and then the ones that come down are like a couple of different tables. I think one of the storm tables.
Yeah, I have them shown through it right now. Yeah, I can see above. It's very interesting.
But yeah, I mean, this whole thing, I was super excited when Alaura came up with the idea of Fluffy
Yeah.
Land. But I was like, not really that much of a theme park person because I don't like crowds and I love like roller coasters and everything, but I can't
Just like
abide
Alaura.
standing around with a bunch
Yeah.
of people. So.
Wait, what? What's
Like you
like
like-
me?
You like roller coasters, but you don't like crowds.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, I have ways of taking care of them.
Filio
But
saying
yeah, I was
five
like
head,
trying.
yeah.
So I know a lot of the people who did a Fluffy Land build were like Disney inspired, and I was like so far from Disney inspired on this one.
Yeah.
You were Fluffy inspired, and
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah.
I was, yeah. I was just like, okay, so it's a Fluffy Land theme, and what do I know about Fluffy? Okay, well, he
Right.
has a thirst for blood, and he loves
Yeah.
to drink, and you know,
Right.
he doesn't care about injuring people or possibly killing them. So, okay, yeah, let's make a homicidal jumping puzzle.
Yeah, with this electrical pool here that I see some person's bones here.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just amazing, and no, I'm so happy that you went for like this kind of a
Yeah.
theme. Like that's why I was like, I wanted a lot of different people like to come in and stuff because
Right.
like I didn't want to tell people what to do either because I wanted them to like use their own imagination and creativity and put like part of themselves into their builds. And it's like everybody did such an amazing job. So I'm so proud of everybody.
We're so close.
Oh yeah, they're amazing. All the Fluffy Land builds have just been incredible.
I love
Just
these
everything.
boiling pots here, like totally
Yes.
safe for work.
Oh wait. That didn't sound right. Not safe. Fluffy Land, not safe for work.
Oh. Let's get to that pile of gold up there to win that prize.
It's
Yep.
Nokos and eyes. You can't.
Oh, I'm
have
already
it.
dead. I landed in the shark pool.
Yep.
Wah, wah. I'll get you a nice gravestone
Oh, nice.
there.
We are here.
Yep. Wee! Finally.
Nice. We made it.
Everybody can pose for a picture.
To exit jump here. Oh, so that's to
Well,
go back
yeah.
to the beginning then?
Yeah. So you don't have to go back through all of the
I see.
traps.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can.
So we
If
can
you
take a
wanna
little
die,
G-pose here,
but-
right, Alaura? Yeah.
Yeah, let's do a G pose. People cheer whatever they
Have to
want to
overreact,
do.
I think.
That's about That's about right.
Yay, we made it.
Made it.
Noko's just like, yeah.
Only slightly
Yes.
toasted and perforated. It's
Yeah.
fine. Shark pit. And
Oh, that's a beautiful picture. You guys did
Yeah.
awesome.
Wow.
All right, give me a leg up here.
This little Lala's gonna help us. Oh, that is cool. Oh, so where are we now? We're like behind the...
We're at the
we're in the back.
chambers.
Okay, so...
Yeah, so we can get our medical attention.
Okay, yeah, we got some burns on us, right? So let's head on.
Yeah.
What's this, room number 1? The only room. Private medical attention. Okay, let's just see what's in here.
Yeah, I really couldn't be bothered to level multiple alts
Wait, what's
to get
this?
more than...
I mean, I understand that.
Wait, what the heck? Oh my god, it's an ambulance!
Yep. I promised.
What the hell, man? What are these guys' names? Quit complaining. One of the paramedics. What's the other one called? You're not dead yet.
But I am though.
Well, you are, but... Oh my god. What's this guy's name over here? Load him up. Oh, so this is where you get rid of, dispose of the failed contestants, right? That's a good idea.
Yep.
Gotta get them out somehow. You don't
Ship
want it
them right out
stinking
the
up the
back
place.
door.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wow, this is
The ambulance
amazing.
is amazing. Yeah.
The
it is.
Wambulance.
Yeah.
Ambulance.
The Wambulance.
I love using that joke at work. Like somebody's like complaining, be like, "Oh, wait, what's that sound? Oh, it's a van. We need to get the ambulance here. We're
my
having an
God.
emergency."
This is so good. Oh, is that a Fluffy on top just kind of monitoring everything as well? The minion?
Yep.
Oh
Yeah,
my
very
God.
ominously.
It's very ominous.
Yeah.
Oh, the
just seeing what
music
I
is
got
so
and singing.
joyous! Like, yeah, we're getting rid of these bodies. It's like heroic, you know, even. I want to
Yeah,
check
I mean,
out this.
well, this is where Fluffy gets to go through our pockets and steal our stuff. It's very joyous.
Oh, okay. So it's like you get rid of the
And
bodies
reap the-
and you claim the insurance, right? That's
And reach
perfect.
the souls, you know.
Oh, that's like a
So
multi-win-win-win, right?
it's not exactly an ambulance, more like a hearse.
Right. Oh,
Carry
right.
the bodies off, but
Oh.
you know, you gotta give that look that it's actually an ambulance,
Yeah.
and you'll get medical attention.
Right.
Yeah.
The frog bots are helping in this situation as well. So this is the rare occasion where the frog bots and the miners actually help each other then.
Hey, Ping.
Yeah.
Ping's here.
Oh, hey Ping, what's
Well,
going on, man?
Oh, hey, Ping.
Thank you so much for subscribing again and coming back to join us on Housing Talk. Yeah, we're just over in the medical room over in Fluffyland after we all survived the Deathporium. We're just kind
I
of
didn't.
checking out. We're just kind of checking out.
Yeah, Laura did.
Yeah, where Saya disposes of the bodies, the failed contestants who unfortunately didn't make it out. So, yeah.
Here.
Yeah. But yeah, this is so cool. I love even the cross on the ambulance too. This is so funny. Oh my god. This is awesome. Wow.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun to figure out.
Holy
Not so much
crap.
fun to try to get everything to float in the right
Oh my god,
place,
the
but-
fluffy thing, the fluffy couch coming out the front there is hilarious.
Yeah. We gotta have our branding.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a private ambulance service.
Just a genius design, though. Like, I would never think to put all this stuff together and, like, you doing the red lights and everything, too, and making it look like they're going. It's awesome.
Yeah, the vendor items, right? The red lamps. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, with like some torches hidden behind them.
This is why it's great that
Look like they're-
Alaura has all these designers at her disposal. Like, you can pretty much, you need a team to get the job done, right? And get it done well, so.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The
They'll
cleanup
bring
crew.
Something different.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
I'm sitting on top. Whee!
If you guys are still
I was
here.
always like-
yeah. Oh, I was just gonna say, if you guys are still here, we could all get a little G pose on this Wambulance here. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, did you use the portraits, Saya, for this top part here, the easels?
Yeah, those are the easels.
That is cool.
There's a very limited number of things, housing items that work on a diagonal.
Right.
It's very aggravating, actually.
Right.
So, okay, well, looks kind of like a windshield. Oh gosh, they were a big pain to try to get into place.
Right. Oh my god, yeah.
Noko, you need a hand up.
Wait, where is Noko?
He's right down here.
Oh, okay.
Here, buddy.
I think he's checking out how it's done first. That's awesome.
Okay. Yeah.
Is Isis still here, or is anyone else with us right now?
Yeah, back in the back, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Or what?
Yeah, we can kind of... Oh my god. Noko peering through that. Yeah, I think everyone's here now.
That's not creepy at all.
No, definitely not.
Ah! I want to be creepy too.
Yeah, I've always been super impressed when I see designers who do like motorcycles, or I saw one who did like a legit mech once, and oh gosh,
yeah.
it's so cool. I want to do something like that. So I came up with an ambulance.
Is Wambulance the hashtag, or are we doing something else?
Sure, let's do it.
Yeah, that's used quite enough in our little fluffy Alaura lore. Oh wow. This is awesome. So what's next for Saya? Is there any housing projects on the way that you're personally doing? Is there any future maybe commissions that you're possibly doing, or just all still personal and still like your kind of stuff?
Yeah, it kind of depends, I guess. I've got a few ideas that I've been kicking around for a while, and I usually have to have an idea percolate for, I don't know, it can be anywhere from weeks to months before I try something. But I'm really waiting for a couple of them for certain conditions, I guess. One is being able to change the interior size of the house. So whenever they add that, there's I want to build, for any Whovians out there, a TARDIS.
Ooh.
But it's got to be bigger on the inside, right? So,
Yeah. That'd be great.
Without that, yeah. So I'm just waiting. Come on, Yoshi P, you promised a long time ago. Let's do it. Yeah, I mean, other than that, I've been kicking around a club idea, and but I kind of want to, if I do that one, I kind of want to do it as a commission, because it's going to be extremely expensive, and I don't want to pay for it. So, so
maybe
yeah,
talk to Teague. Maybe Teague might know somebody.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I don't have anything particular in mind, but usually just something one day strikes me out of the blue, and I'm like, oh, what if I tried to do this? And it comes from there. So yeah, like I said, I haven't been playing a whole lot lately.
Lots of people are taking hiatuses right now, right? So, and the weather's getting better outside, so people are kind of heading into the outdoors and heading on vacations and whatnot.
Yeah, and well, hey, I mean, I live in the Pacific Northwest. We get like rain for 9 months of the year, so it's actually sunny and nice outside. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm going outside. I need at least some vitamin D this year.
There's supplements for that.
That's true. I take those.
So is there any any parting advice for maybe potentially new and upcoming designers who have seen your work and you thought, oh, I can get into housing, I'd love to kind of build like how Saya does, or any kind of parting advice you can give to beginner designers?
Oh gosh, just really, the community is great. Don't ever hesitate to look up a designer that you like, or try to get involved in the discords, or I've never been put off by somebody in the housing community. So really just experiment with things, try to find other people who like housing to hang out with or get ideas from. Even if it's just like, you put a build together and then you put up a party finder. I've done that. Just, hey, come to my house, it's super cool, or whatever. And you will find people that way that really you can have great conversations with, you can get great ideas from. Just keep doing it, keep trying to talk to people, and you can no one starts designing and is able to do everything. You've got to build on it, you've got to learn the techniques, and over time kind of see other things and other builds and learn how to put them together. So don't get discouraged if you're like, you see a designer who's been doing it for years and you're like, I could never be that good. Well, they were right where you were when they started, and they got there. Creative people should do what makes them happy, to explore their creativity, and that's all we're doing. It's just doing what makes us happy.
What about you, Alaura? Any kind of final kind of words to say about maybe Fluffy Land or stuff that you might be possibly doing?
I don't know. I keep coming up with ideas which I shoot to you, and then I don't do them. One day.
Yeah,
we're gonna do one of them.
Yeah, we've been kind of taking a pretty big hiatus too in terms of our own personal designs. Like, I haven't really released a build since like last September or October probably. So it's been quite a while. And we've just been so...
You guys have been busy.
Yeah, we've been encapsulated with all this HousingTalk stuff and trying to get as many people as we can on the show and visiting as many people and kind of showcase other regions, right? Like, we're not just on NA or EU or JP or OC, we're pretty much everywhere and just trying to find the best
everywhere.
kind of stuff. Yeah, we're just trying to take over the world, basically, is what it is, right? It's just a mask for
we're
that.
We're not trying,
right?
we are.
We are, yeah.
Yep.
There's several builds where we're taking over, so... Yeah, I'm just very fortunate to have the likes of you and, like, Nakota, another big supporter of mine, who he's here right now and he streams housing as well, and it's just good to have that kind of communal... It's like a fellow, like, nice, like, work colleague to have, right? Just kind of everyone enjoying housing together. And we actually did a stream a couple weeks back together. Noko and I kind of traveling around all the regions and being on stream together. So yeah, I hope to kind of do more of those collaborative projects with other fellow housing designers. Yes, nice. We'll have you with us. Yeah, it would be fun when it's Alaura and I and whoever else coming on. So
be like, hey, when are you working? Let's like plan something.
Yeah. Hey, Alaura's working that today. Yeah, that day. Noko, perfect. Yeah. That's
gosh, it sucks to have a real job, particularly when you're building. Ugh.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just it's been a great ride, and I guess like right now I can kind of tell a bit about our schedule going forward for this month. As I did mention, we're gonna have several new housing designers come on to HousingTalk. So next week, on Saturday, June the 14th, the day before Father's Day, we will be having the wonderful Messiah Men from JP Mana coming as our second Eastern housing designer at same time, 2 p.m. Eastern. And then the following week, we will be having the wonderful Noah Saitoshi, who the three of us all know very well, going to be showing off his personal design work along with his fabulous venues designs, as he is a DJ streamer as well as housing designer. So be nice to see some of his stuff. And then on the last week of June, we've got Finn Belmorn from Crystal coming on to the show and showcasing his designs as well. And I think in July, we've got the first week of July 6th, that weekend, we've got the wonderful Eve coming on a fellow housing streamer and housing content creator who is primarily over in the EU. And she will kind of be coming on the show to talk about her housing streamer experience and all of the designs and the visits that she has done in the past couple of years. So yeah, it'd be nice to kind of change things up a bit and kind of get a whole wide group from like all the regions of NA, JP, and EU. So yet to find an OC designer besides Alaura and us. So if you guys hear of one or find one, I'm sure they'd be loved to be interviewed or even possibly be on the show. So haven't found one yet, but as for July and August, we're gonna take some maybe vacation time off a bit, maybe a couple weeks. But outside of that, we'll definitely be visiting more studios and having a couple guest designers on as well. So, Towoko's OCE, Nakota? I didn't know that. I thought
I didn't know that
was
either.
NA, yeah. But yeah, if you guys know anyone who would like to be on the show, even maybe to suggest them, you can definitely DM Alaura or I, and we can possibly bring them on in the future. But yeah, we're just trying to reach as many people as we can and kind of get the name out there and kind of get everyone kind of interested in what housing's all about and get those different perspectives from as many people as we can. So yeah, totally. Oh, NAOCE, but he's very involved in OCE. Okay, I see now. I didn't know that. Yeah, I haven't really talked to Towoko much. I've seen his designs from previous years, and I know he's done a lot of commissions as well, like throughout the time. So yeah, it'd just be nice to kind of hear some fresh perspectives from people that I don't really know in my own little circle. So yeah, always good to branch
Woko's
out.
also a great G poser. Oh man,
What's that?
they have amazing G poses as well.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, they're
Nice.
good at it.
Nice. Okay, so I guess with that, that concludes the tour for Saya's Housing Talk episode. Thank you so much for coming on, Saya, and thank you to my wonderful co-host Alaura
thank
for
you.
coming on as well.
Yeah, you're welcome. I try.
Thank you so much. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's great to have you here, Saya, and see all your amazing work, because you are freaking amazing.
Yeah, and thank you for Nakota and Isa for also physically coming out as well. I appreciate you guys kind of coming out here, hyping up the stream
Yeah.
and kind of
Woo.
being engaged in all of our shenanigans here. Yeah.
I'm sorry for sweeping your head the whole time, Noko.
He's sick. Now he's sweeping my head, so I guess, yeah.
Yeah, well, somebody should. Oh, you're getting water
we were-
now.
Oh, now I'm gonna. Oh no!
It's time to grow. Wow.
Try to find a housing streamer to get to, but I don't really see many on. So I think Denmo's going to be doing some housing later. Right now he's doing some PvP, but I'm just gonna swing you guys over there because he will be doing housing shortly. So yeah, thank you again, guys, and I will see you all next Saturday, June 14th at 2 p.m. for the wonderful Messiah Men.
Woo!
So I will see you guys next week or whenever.
Yeah. Whenever.
All right, see you guys.
Hi.